Yeah.
What are these little rocks again?
We roll the number rock.
Well, I suppose you better recap what happened last time, which I will just be reading completely off the screen this time, as I can't remember. Because it's been a while. So, last time, the party struggled to deal with Arwen being possessed. Klari managed to temporarily incapacitate her with a clever use of suggestion, while Stix tried unsuccessfully to compel the spirit to leave. They attempted to break into the chest, which caused Stix to temporarily become enchanted to protect it, just like Arwen, but Klari was able to knock him out of that possession, or knock him out of that charm, jumping off the ship and taking the chest away. Stix and Hugo were able to take down the possessed Arwen, causing the spirit of the captain to return to his skeleton, where it reanimated. Thanks to Klari, the possessing spirit hadn't been able to siphon much life essence from the party, so the captain's skeleton was easily defeated. From the captain's journal, they learned the ship was from the Feywild. The captain and crew had been hired by the Gloaming Court to steal a member of the Summer Court, and sow discord among the courts. Unfortunately for them, they were tracked down and tricked into possessing the cursed chest. The party set off again in wind form, reaching the place they guessed the giants lived, and made camp for the night. They found signs of giants, but no giants themselves, and after a long search, they decided it would take too long and they would run out of time before the council meeting, so cut their losses, returning Strigham home and teleporting close to the meeting point. The next day, they found the camp set up for the councillors, guarded by many soldiers. They watched as Genevieve arrived, and Hugo was able to exchange a message, and they arranged to meet that night under the cover of darkness. So, this is where we begin. It is mid-morning. Genevieve has arrived and is settling into the camp now, out of sight, I believe. A couple of you are still in wind form. Arwen and Hugo, I believe, are in wind form or just Hugo are in wind form in the woods. And the rest of you are hiding in the air in wind form above.
Yes. Well, yeah, because Hugo was on the. It was just Hugo down. No, I was there too.
So, the plan as it stands, it's Genevieve will try and sneak her way out to meet you. I will roll for her. I will roll to see if she encounters anyone along the way. If so, who? And I will roll to see how that exchange goes. You have the day to yourselves to plan how to potentially aid her escape from the camp under the cover of darkness.
Yeah, I think we had a plan. Well, we had the first bits of a plan, but maybe we didn't.
I have a kind of plan that I've literally just thought up in the last 2 seconds.
Yeah, go for it.
What about when it gets late, we make like a big monster sound in the forest? Then a bunch of the guards go out looking for this big monster. So say make big monster sound in the east of the camp. Then, bunch of guards go out to investigate, leaving less guards for Genevieve to potentially have to go past. Then we are at the west of the camp, where Genevieve can meet us and we can talk, hopefully for a little bit.
That sounds like a good plan.
The only problem is we need to make it somewhat believable that there is a monster out there so that we have enough time to speak with her. And that is where I might have just thought of another idea. Hold on.
Yes.
What's Okay. So with find greater steed, I can technically summon a rhino. I'm doubting a lot of these guys have seen a rhino and therefore know what its footprints look like. Maybe I could summon Elvis as a rhino and then he could sort of plod his way to create tracks. Then I could we can go around another way. And then later that night, we'll just create some kind of deep, dark sound. And
Elvis could still
like,
be running around, like, just so it keeps them on their toes a bit longer.
actually, yeah, yeah,
Like,
I
because it'll
like
be
that.
dark, they won't be able to see him. They'll just see like a shadow and be like, oh, "That must be the monster."
I like that idea. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what I can? You know what I can do? I'm gonna get a bunch of my like seeds and stuff, and whenever we do this, I'm gonna like grow them over. I'm gonna use Druidcraft to instantly grow like a bunch of plants and stuff on Elvis's back,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use plant growth to grow him like a big like I don't know, like basically to make his shape not like that of a rhino, so that he looks like some big forest monster. So
You could
that
grow it into like wing-looking things.
yeah, yeah, exactly, something like that, so that he looks scary and he looks daunting and monstrous and something that they should go after.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking maybe Elvis should actually like go to the camp, slam into the walls, and then run away.
What a
So,
silly little
to,
sausage.
to provoke them, sort
And
of
it's a
thing.
big target, so he won't miss.
Exactly. It's a big target. Yeah, they won't miss, and he'll definitely be fucking seen. So then a bunch of them will go, and then that'll be that. My only thing is that if this happens, maybe they'll like tighten security around the people. But I'm sure that will happen.
Perhaps it's an animal. It's not like it's
Yeah,
one of the demons or something.
yeah, that's a good point. And
It's
Elvis is,
just
woody, and it'll very obviously have loads of plants and stuff on him. So yeah, yeah,
it will be
I'm liking
not demonic, it will just be animally.
exactly. I'm wondering if I have any other sort of spells I can use to aid this. I don't think I do. That'll be fine. Yeah, yeah. This'll be great.
This will be great. It'll be fine.
Hey, it'll be
I think it will
fun.
work really well.
I think it'll work pretty well. Unless anyone else has any other sort of ideas or things.
No, I think I quite like that. I think it works.
Cool. Just trying to see if I have any other sort of because I have the robe of useful items. Maybe that has a useful item inside. Oh, you know what? There's a bullseye lantern in it. Maybe I can stick a lantern on the front of his head like an anglerfish, so that he's easier for them to sort of see.
I think
Sort
that
of.
would be a whole weird looking thing.
Oh yeah, maybe. And maybe they'll like see it's a lantern and be like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" Yeah. No, that's a fair point. So yeah, I'm going to go a ways from the camp, and for the very first time, I'm going to summon Elvis. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I summoned Elvis once. No, I summoned a different thing. Well, this time I'm summoning Elvis, and Elvis is going to take the form of a rhinoceros. Actually, I'll do that later. First, I'm going to use the plant growth to make sort of like wing-looking things. No, I'm going to summon.
a rhino first.
Yeah, make him a rhino first. So I'm going to summon Elvis, and instead of being the majestic elk he is, as he grows, all of his like treeness sort of grows more into a big kind of rhino, and he basically looked like a big brown rhino because like the bark of his skin, like rhino skin anyway. So
A browno.
yeah, browno. So yeah, a ways from the summon Elvis as a rhino, then work with, because obviously I've still got wind walk, so I can use wind walk to like fly somewhere different, summon him, use plant growth and druidcraft and my little seed pouch to make him look like a sort of forest monster, and then boom, plan.
Okay. So you're laying a load of tracks with Rhine Elvis.
You know what? I don't even think I need to lay like tracks anymore. I think I literally just need to tell Elvis, okay, what you're gonna do is when it gets dark, I'm gonna say go, and you're gonna crash into the side of the thing, like you're gonna run and then crash yourself into the side of the thing, into the side of the into the side of the or like get the attention of the people in there, and then run away and try and make them chase you. Is sort of what I would say.
Plan.
And he has 6 intelligence, so he's quite smart. That is
Very smart. All the smarticles.
that is smarter than that cleric I played in Chantel's one shot. Fun fact. He had a 5 intelligence.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that won't take you very long to set up. It leaves you a large portion of the day if anyone wants to do anything else.
Oh, I'm going to set up a little camp area. So we have like a little home base.
Okay. Stix, you said you're taking Elvis to the east side?
Yeah. Well, okay. So is this camp? Okay, so obviously
Yes,
no.
assume that north is at the top.
Okay, so actually, I'm going to take him. I'm going to assume that we are going to be hanging out northwest. No, northeast. Therefore, I'm going to take Elvis southwest.
Okay.
So I'm going sort of top right. Well, we're hanging out top right. I'm going to take Elvis bottom left.
Okay. Look at that. Okay. And Arwen, you're setting up a little camp.
Mm-hmm. In the trees, obviously.
Mm-hmm. What's your camp look like?
It's got hammocks
Okay.
in a nice circle.
Okay.
We can't put a fire up because we'll draw attention to ourselves, so we can't do that. So I've just put some sticks there and a red torch.
A red torch.
Yeah, but then I have to turn it off when it gets dark because once again it will just draw attention to us. So, I just I summon my wildfire spirit and he just sits there in the sticks and does this like a
he just idle animations for like
yeah.
hours.
Literally. Yeah.
Okay. So your plan is to cause a distraction
Yes.
to try and lure some of the guards away.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is where JJ's going to say, and with the guards lured away, demons attack. That'll be fun. Wait there.
Okay, well, if there is nothing else, we will skip forwards until nightfall when it gets dark. If there is anything else, then speak now.
Hold your peace.
Arwen's looking something up.
Going good. Wanna go?
Animal Messenger says it out loud, doesn't it? Or does it just take a note? Or...
It doesn't actually say.
What would you say?
By means of this spell, you use an animal to deliver a message.
I normally think they've got a little piece of paper that is like a transcript of what you've said. But
I think that makes more
that's
sense.
just how I would.
Yeah, I've always thought of it as like the magic that makes the animal know where to go also imbues it with the ability to just repeat those words.
Okay.
I've always kind of thought of it as like, sort of just like a walking sort of answering machine. So like if you did it with a bird, the bird would just fly up to a person, open its mouth, and then just your voice would come out.
Like that bird in The Incredibles.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly like that bird in The Incredibles, where it's just a mechanical bird and it just kind of opens its mouth and then it's not speaking. It's just sort of like like a walkie-talkie kind of thing,
Okay.
like a voice.
There we go. In the 2024 rules, it says when the beast arrives, it delivers your message to the creature that you describe, mimicking your communication. If the beast doesn't reach its destination before the spell ends, the message is lost and the beast returns to where you cast the spell.
Okay.
So it mimics you.
So I should not send an animal in to be like, by the way, we're outside.
Oh, can Ruka speak to people telepathically, or can Ruka just speak to you telepathically?
Well, I can speak to her.
Oh, okay.
Never
Never mind then.
Did we watched where she went when she went back inside, didn't we?
Yes, she's in one of the 2 tents in the middle.
Oh yes. Okay, so we could have someone always stood like here, watching for if they see her come out. Because once she comes out, someone's gonna have to meet her to show her where we're kind of hiding.
Yeah. Unless, could you use like you can't talk in your wild shape, can you? Or can you?
No. Well, that's what I'm thinking for the meeting tomorrow. I'm gonna wild shape into like a bug or something.
Yeah.
And
I was
spy.
thinking to like get her attention now, or like this. Could you like wild shape into like a bug, and we sort of maybe a bug wouldn't do it, being like a rat or a mouse or something like that. And then we attach a bit of paper to you, and then you just sort of scuttle into her chambers, because we're gonna have a long rest, I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
you'd get that
That's
sort
a
of
good
stuff.
plan.
Yeah, the meeting isn't tomorrow; it's the day after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
So
do that.
yes, whilst the whole chaos is going on, maybe obviously to then her that would the whole rhino thing would genuinely, she might think that's genuinely some kind of attack. So if you went in with a bit of paper and we write down, don't worry about the big monster, that's just Elvis. When it attacks, meet us here. Yeah. And then you can scuttle out, and then that's all sorted. Boom.
Okay. Are you giving the note to Arwen to hold as an animal, or are you taking the note and then transforming into an animal so that it's on your person and you're going to do the reverse potentially on the other side?
What do you
Well,
wait,
I was
what?
gonna.
I
When
have
you-
to be an animal.
Yes, but when you wild shape, everything you're carrying disappears into your form if you wanted to.
Oh no, I'm gonna be the animal, and then he's gonna give it to me,
Okay, so
and
you're
I'm
going
gonna
to
hold
be
it like a
a
little.
something carrying a message.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
If that's
establish.
okay.
That's fine. It. I'm just going to make some checks to see whether any what one spots a guard and what spots an animal with a note, because an animal with a note
Could,
is suspicious.
okay, but could you be like a bird that like swoops in super
No, a
quickly?
bird's too big. Plus,
But
a bird in a tent is gonna cause minor panic.
but what about
Whereas
like
a
a
ladybird
like
in a tent.
a little robin or like a buzzard or like a
Buzzard.
A buzzard is big.
oh
Yeah,
no oh
very
yeah
cool.
no a buzzard is very big. No, what's the one I saw a fucking video on it and they're like these tiny little birds.
Sparrow.
But yeah, like a sparrow. They're really fucking quick. And
Yeah.
they're really small.
I.
Yeah, I'm not sure that works. Could you be a parrot and then we just sort of say what to say to
Yeah, the
Genevieve?
problem is that
you and then-
everyone she's sharing a room.
Oh yeah, no, good point.
All
Oh no,
other
yeah,
rooms
okay.
just animal
Maybe just like
messaged.
a mouse. Maybe just like a mouse or
Yeah, I'll be a little mousey.
a little grouse. What? Ooh, what about? Okay, hear me out. A mole, and you dig up the ground,
Yeah.
and then you pop out.
Oh,
Because
I've
obviously
done this
moles just
before
use their
though.
fronts to dig, so you can use your back feet to hold the thing.
The problem is we've done this before, and JJ's like, make an intelligence check to know if you're in the right place to come up,
Oh.
and I'm dumb, and it doesn't work.
Well, no, because I was about to say no because you'd have your intelligence, and I remembered that none of our intelligence other than Klari is very good.
It's fine. I'll be a mouse. That's cute.
Cool, Mousewin.
Do I have a mouse backpack?
A mouse backpack to hold your note. You can have a belt with the note tucked into it,
Perfect.
made from like a piece of string or something.
Adorable.
Yeah,
Let's go,
we'll get some string, and then we'll sort of tie sort of armholes, and then we'll get like a little bit of cloth, and then sort of make that into like a bag, and then the
So
armholes
cute.
sort of wrap around there. So it's basically like she's got like a Tesco bag, but sort of on her sort of arms through the holes. But it
This
kind
is
of like
adorable. I'm a Tesco mouse.
so.
Every little squeaks.
Okay. So you approach from the northwest.
Yeah.
Okay. Please indicate your pathway.
Careful, there could be mines.
I
It's
would
funny,
like
yeah, just fucking mines on this.
to go here through this. Actually, can I fit underneath like a wall or something? I don't know.
You can't go underneath the wall.
Is it like a wall?
It's a wall made of wooden stakes set in the ground and kind of
Can I
wedged.
not squeeze through?
Potentially, there is a mouse-sized gap to squeeze through.
Excellent. I would like to squeeze through the mouse-sized gap because
Okay.
I, for one, am a mouse.
Okay, make an investigation check to find a mouse-sized gap.
And I am mouse-sized. Where is investigation?
Below intimidation.
Oh, I'm good at intimidate. Can I intimidate the wall? Oh, 20.
20. Yeah, you managed to find a little gap
Yay.
and squeeze away, and you kind of, using your little mousy claws, scramble your way up a bit until you've got, there's sort of like ones that are kind of separated very slightly, so they're slightly crooked. You couldn't fit a person through this gap, but
I am a mouse.
you are a mouse. Yes. Do you want to put yourself on the map? Just put your token down and we can track your progress through the camp.
I am massive. Massive mouse win.
I shall just make you small enough. I'll just put you there, but feel
Okay.
free to place yourself wherever you like.
I mean, that'll do. That's fine.
Okay.
What are these?
Those are tents.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll go through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll probably go... What's this?
That's a watchtower.
Oh, I'll go under that. Boop. Because that'll be off the ground.
Okay.
I'm a mouse. You can't see. I'm
Oh.
brown. I'm a little brown mouse. I'm very cute.
Oh, very good.
Camouflaged and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, you're using the tiny
I'm
dice
going to
for,
use my tiny dice
for the tiny mouse. You can't see that. You're gonna lose it.
And step on a mine.
Yes, you step on a magic mine.
Oh god.
Feel
Okay.
like there's the
Okay,
magic mine.
I'm gonna keep going. I go in.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Is this okay?
So, as you get to,
I'm doing it sneakily.
as you, okay, you want to make a stealth check then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boop.
It's the dexterity of a mouse.
Yeah, you do a little Google.
Because you got to use we'll use the stats of a rat.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like because he's so tiny and it's it's getting kind of dark.
Mine's so good.
Should have some kind of bonus, some kind of benefit here.
I think mice would be more.
Do I have to just take off like 3?
you have to
Yeah.
take off your modifier.
You watch Tom and Jerry?
Before.
Avoiding all
No, your
sorts of
modifier is plus 10.
I have proficiency in stealth. I keep my proficiencies.
Oh, yes, you do. So, yes, you just have to take off your proficiency bonus. Which
I
is
just
6.
take off 4. No, I keep my proficiencies. I just take off
Oh,
the 4 of
yes.
the dexterity.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay. I got you.
I haven't played D&D for 3 weeks. I
I'm
can't
clever.
remember how to do it.
It's okay. I
Okay.
teach you now.
Excellent. You can be in charge.
Okay, good. We win. We level up.
Take it back. Take it back. Okay, so that's
Nope.
a 17.
Can't do that now. We're level 19. Let's fucking go.
It's 19. I got
Yeah.
plus 4.
That's how the maths works.
It's 19.
Okay.
Am I okay?
Well, what you spot is there are 2 guards outside of each door. So
What,
the door,
like here?
yes.
Here?
So the doors kind of point in towards that campfire, and
Perfect.
there's a pair of guards like on either side.
I'm gonna go here. These are tents, so I should be able to squidge my way underneath it.
Okay.
I'd like to squidge my way underneath, or at least my head.
Yeah, you wriggle your way under the wall of the tent,
And in.
and in.
Is Genevieve in here?
Make a perception check.
Oh, good lord. I'm just an innocent mouse. No, that's persuasion. Oh, 29.
And that you do keep all your bonuses.
Yeah.
Which is the tent for the men.
Oh, for God's sake.
You're in the wrong tent.
Arwen leaves. And then runs around the back.
Okay.
Because she won't be seen as easy. Correct?
Well, I mean, there's 2 people stood. Hold on, let me paint on the map. So here. So as you come around, you will potentially be visible.
Well, I'm still stealthy.
Okay. Make another stealth check for me.
Christ. Again. That's fine. 21. You can't beat me. I'm clever and small. It's not a 20.
I can't
It's a 2.
I can't tell what that is. Too dark in here to see the numbers. That's a 1.
Excellent. Good.
The guards are having a chat.
Yeah.
It's a it's an unseasonably cold day, and so one of them has actually stepped away and is sort of warming his hands by the fire, and the others have kind of turned to look at him.
Ah, so I didn't see anything in here.
Hmm?
Nothing. Nothing. I go into this one.
Okay, you squeeze your way under, and yeah, you find that there is the same hustle and bustle on the other side. There is, there seems to be like a table in the middle. Several people are sat at, and you can see that there are around the edge. It's divided into sections, so that you have to sort of give like curtains like in between. There are beds in each section with like a little side table and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
A few people are sort of lounging. You can see a couple of them have like there's like a curtain that you can like pull across to completely like separate off your section, and things. And a few of them are, two of them are like completely covered. There's two people sat. Looks like halfling and a gnome from the council are sat at the table having a discussion. And you can see that there are a few servants sort of moving about. One of them seems to be carrying away a plate of food, that sort of thing.
So the only people at the table are a halfling and
Yes, you can see, like
Yes.
looking over, you can make out a glimpse of someone that seems to be reclining on a bed, with a book in hand. Oops, that's me pulling out my own headphones. Yeah, this is the what you initially see.
can I have a look um in where the beds are for Genevieve?
Yeah. So you come in on, call that the left side, of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Which way round are you going first?
I want to go this way first.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go anti-clockwise.
So there are 8 sections around.
I'll go anti-clockwise. So I go this one.
Okay. That first one appears to be empty. And then.
Okay, now I go over here.
Okay, just make another stealth check as you move through the center of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the highest perception on your right group. That would be. Um, hmm, okay. As you move slowly, you get a sense of unease. And you look around and you can see that there is, standing on the other side of the tent, in the sort of
Mm-hmm.
on the far side, close to the door,
Okay.
there is a figure in a blue dress with blue hair that just seems to be following your progress.
Is that the dragon?
Yeah, you would recognize that as Lady, uh, as excuse me, as Lady Celeste.
Okay,
She just seems to be tracking your progress at the moment.
this is fine. I would like to go to the next one.
Okay. This one is shut, and you wiggle your way underneath the heavy canvas where it drapes on the floor. The floor is kind of a nice, there's like been like a carpet laid over, and you can feel that like underneath there's sort of a like a wicker matting to absorb moisture and things like that and give a soft layer. And you kind of worm your way under this heavy canvas, and inside you spot Genevieve.
Okay,
She's currently
I keep
sat
going.
on a little chair beside the bed. She seems to be going through various things, sort of organizing her possessions. She's got a couple of dresses sort of laid on the bed, and she seems to be looking them over.
Okay. I go to the next one.
You go to the next one.
Is that one open?
That one is open. Yeah.
Is the woman still looking at me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then go. She looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I go onto the tent.
You go under the tent and you leave.
Mm-hmm. And then go back in to Genevieve's because she's seen me not drop the note at Genevieve's. So the woman doesn't know that I'm going to drop a note at Genevieve. She doesn't know what I'm there for. That's my thoughts. I'm just making sure you know. So that's the point. So she doesn't suspect Genevieve if she's a baddie. Okay? So she's seen me go all the way around and not do anything. Just leave. Now I drop the note at Genevieve's. I go back inside,
Mm-hmm.
but into hers specifically.
Yeah.
I jump. I get the note in my hands, in my little tiny mousy hands,
Mm-hmm.
and I climb up and I give it to her.
Okay. You like climb up like the little side table.
Mm-hmm.
She's like left the stuff on the bed. She's just kind of like sat on the chair. She's got like her hands sort of like folded underneath her chin, and she looks contemplative, as if she's like deep in thought.
No.
You put it out.
Yeah.
Do you try and get her attention?
How does a mouse get attention without making her scream?
Uh,
I do a dance.
grab some chalk and then on the floor write, "Hi, Genevieve. It's Arwen."
Problem.
You haven't got
Problem.
any chalk.
No, that's not the problem.
Oh yeah, Arwen can't write.
Oh, yeah.
I love how that wasn't the first. The first problem was that she can't write, not that we don't have chalk. That can be solved.
I could have found that. That was fine. That's bigger problem.
Maybe. Well, you clearly need to do something weird so that she doesn't scream.
I start
Like you just,
gyrating.
yeah. I think you just need to start like dancing or something.
Yeah.
You know, do something so
I do
weird.
like a
really cute. Yeah. Or could you like pull out like a little? Could you get like a little stick, right? And then like
and start
throw
pole
it.
dancing. Oh, yeah.
But I was thinking like try and mimic some kind of bow or ranged weapon in some way so that she thinks, oh, it's a fighting animal. Arwen can turn into animals. That's probably Arwen. You know?
Not.
Like get a bunch of
This
sticks,
animal
like
is pole
pencil,
dancing.
start doing like some weird shit. Or pole dancing, you know, that also
I don't think
works.
she knows that Arwen can, but I don't know. We haven't explored that. I'm quite dexterous, so maybe she can.
I'd say it come under performance.
Oh, I don't. I might. No, I can't. I don't think I'm good at performance.
That
Maybe
technically means
dexterity performance.
Oh.
that technically means that Piper can't roll less than an 18 in pole dancing.
Wow.
Which
To be fair,
is
I can imagine that he's quite good at it. To be fair.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
start dancing.
You start dancing.
Yeah. In a cute, mousy way.
Okay.
Bumping and grinding.
Genevieve doesn't notice.
She doesn't notice.
Make an insight check.
Do I have to pretend to be her lover? I act like that man. Insight. I'm not very insightful. Yep, nope. I'd still dance.
Yeah, she just doesn't seem to notice you at all. She's just sat there, sort of like one sort of knee on her, like elbow on her knee, like chin on her hand, just like kind
On
of
a
just
chair?
just like staring sort of off into the middle distance.
I would like to stand in the middle distance.
Okay, you move into her line of sight.
And I start doing like, you know, when you hold your leg and you're like, and then
do
Grateful.
yeah, do like the moonwalk into her view, sort of.
yes, perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
just for me, make a performance check.
Performance. Oh, a 9. That's not too bad.
As dances go, it's not great. As mouse dances go, it's okay.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
And it's good enough that it doesn't startle Genevieve enough for her to make a noise when she spots you.
Perfect.
So this moonwalking mouse kind of crosses into her field of vision, and she looks up, startled, and sort of like half like gets to her feet and just watches like a kind of concerned look.
I point at where I put the note.
On your back.
Oh yes, I take the note out and start doing the, you know, the umbrella dance, and is like, you know, when Tom Holland did the umbrella dance. Yeah, I'd like to do that with the rolled up note.
It's gonna be another performance check, I'm
Excellent.
afraid.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm committed to it now. A 4. It's not the same without the rain.
You try and
Gonna
lean
say
on the
maybe
note,
you
and it
roll
kind of
really well, you bump into
and it kind of crumples and just sort of folds underneath you, and you fall over.
Yeah. I'm a
gonna say if you roll really high, you bump into like a sort of table next to you, and a cup of water tips over, and water.
No, that would have been a 1 because then the note would have been ruined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she just kind of looks at you. She crouches down, and just kind of tentatively, like, kind of reaches out a hand towards you.
I do a little wave.
Do a little wave. Check for Genevieve.
Like that fucking mouse from what's that film? One of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe films.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Reaper Jeep.
Yeah, that's his fucking name. Except she can't talk, and she's a little.
Yeah, kind of like just like sort of holds out a hand for you to climb into,
Oh yeah, free ride.
and like lifts you up and like turns away from the curtain. Just like and kind of just looks down at you, like yeah, so he sort of reaches down and goes to like take the note from you.
Yeah, I'm holding it out. She can
Okay.
have it.
Yeah, okay. She like takes the note and she like unfurls it. What does the note actually say?
What does the note actually say?
The note says, "Hey Genevieve, this mouse is Arwen."
I then do a wave.
So hold on. It says, "Hey Genevieve, this mouse is Arwen. In a bit, you're going to hear some commotion from outside. That's just Elvis (brackets Stix's buddy)
She knows Elvis, doesn't she?
close bracket.
Probably.
She's a very busy lady. I'm just
Fair
making
enough.
sure. When this is a distraction, so that we're doing this as a distraction, so that you can meet us outside the camp at X location. You know, like approximately X amount of meters from the camp in the northwest. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Be careful. Love, Arwen, Stix, and Klari, and Hugo. I think it goes like Arwen, Stix, and Klari, and then underneath, very hastily written, is and Hugo. Then underneath is hastily written and Elvis, and then underneath is hastily written and Ruka, and then underneath is hastily written and the amethyst whose name I'm forgetting at the moment.
She's not here, is she?
I thought she was with us.
No.
Oh, she not.
That
Well,
would
then
be
I
a
Stix,
lot of
well then Stix writes
people.
that, but he's like, oh wait, no, she's not here
She's
anymore.
not
Cross
here.
This is a very cramped note.
that. This is
This
yeah,
is why
this is
you
a very
couldn't dance with it. It's huge.
yeah. No. It's a small note, and at the start, Stix is like, oh yeah, this will all fit, but and so it's like decent sized writing, and then by the end, it's like absolutely tiny. And he had to sort of like at the very end, like just write on the back, Andruka, and then the other name, and then he crossed it out, and that's that.
I do a little mouse thumbs up.
Yeah, she kind of like holds you up, and almost like not looking at you, but sort of like looking around. She kind of just whispers very quietly, "Arwen, I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully your distraction will help. Are you going to stay with me? Or are you going back to the others?"
How do I ask, do you want me to stay with you in mouse?
Just like a little like shoulder shrug thing.
Make an insight check for me.
Insight? Why do I need insight? Is it because I have to see if she is crying inside?
She seems very nervous
Okay.
and slightly scared.
I will stay with her.
Okay.
Yes. How do I? You guys will be fine.
We'll be fine. Well,
You won't think I'm like dead or anything, will you?
no, I would probably, fairly confidently assume that, okay, you're in there with, because otherwise, we'd hear a bunch of commotion about like, oh, intruder, blah, 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 blah.
True. Yeah.
But, and obviously I'm assuming like, Clary's listening out with a fucking insane perception for shit around the camp.
Mhm.
So I obviously assume that unless we hear like, intruder, get her over there, whatever, we're probably just assuming, oh, you're with her, staying with her for whatever reason. Maybe there's
Cool.
trouble, but you're with her there.
Perfect. I
Okay.
give Genevieve little mouse hug.
Okay. What does that look like?
Tiny little mouse hug.
Just like on her hand.
Yes.
You just like wrap yourself around
just-
her thumb. So, okay, I guess that means you're staying with me.
Yes.
That'd be good.
Exactly. Just like.
She kind of like goes to the side and like pulls back the curtain to kind of like look out and see what the light's doing outside, because there are a bunch of like magical lamps inside this tent keeping it well lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, as sort of obviously Arwen's gone. I've sort of waited about 10 minutes, and then I've gone to Elvis. All right, buddy, this is your chance. I need you to go on a wide arc around, so I can see through Elvis's eyes and communicate with him within 1 mile of me. So I'm basically going to get him to go like a mile away in one direction, and then in a sort of like circular arc all the way around to the southeast. And then I'm just going to say, just fucking do you, cause some chaos, get them to come after you.
Before this happens, can I try and get her to go for a walk around the like camp? Could I ask if she can go? Like, can I be like, just like a fun walk? So then
Well-
people aren't like, oh, she's leaving. As soon as a ruckus is happening, she's suspicious.
That's a valid point. Could you take a little mouse dump and be like, you dump So you need the bathroom, so you obviously need to leave your thing.
Well, I was going more for a leisurely stroll.
Good cover.
It's pretty good cover. No one's gonna ask like, "Oh, you were out a while." No one's gonna ask that. It's an uncomfortable
Yeah.
thing to ask.
Have you had some
Uncomfortable
of that
situation.
chili?
It's quite a complex concept to convey.
Okay, if I like
Hmm. Performance check for me.
oh, I'm not good at performance.
Yes, I know. But you are a mouse, and
Do mouses get bonus points? Can we play charade? Charade.
no, because I now know what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that would have been a great idea
Sorry.
before I knew the
Oh
idea.
wait, could you get your mum in? And if with your mum to convince.
Okay. Do you mind for me one more time? Do you want to go for a walk around the tent?
Yeah. Well, tents plural, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now, this is where I'm going to ask for an intelligence roll to try and time how long you need to wait before to do that. Unless you're going to try and do that immediately, essentially before the
Say-
distraction occurs.
Yeah, before the distraction. So that she's in motion, like just around, like, oh, sightseeing. So then it's not like, ah, what the hell? This woman's escaped.
Okay.
Just let's go.
Okay. So, Genevieve tucks you into her pocket,
Excellent. Cozy.
puts like a large, like, sort of dark navy blue cloak on, and steps out into the main area of the tent. The situation has not changed much. There was a few people sort of gathered around the table. You can see like a couple of them have now just taken out a game of cards. Someone had, it looks like Lady Genevieve Bloston has kind of joined them, but she's just sat at the table reading a book. As Genevieve.
I thought of another one that I could do that I haven't said to you. Can I mime it?
Okay. Something about a horse. Stroke the horse.
Or stroke the horses. Your beloved pony that you cannot live without.
All right, mime your beloved pony that you can't live without.
Thank you.
I'll give you inspiration, but you've got it in spades already.
It sounds like it just sounds like a really sad, sort of like tragedy of a pony. I don't know.
Okay. So she makes her way towards the door of the tent, and Celeste swiftly falls inside her. Where are you off to? Would you like some company? And Genevieve says, "No, it's all right. I'm just going to ch- just going to check on my horse and things. Hopefully they've been well cared for." I was like, "Well, I'll come with you. I could do with getting out of this stuffy tent for a little bit."
In hindsight, saying I'm going to go check on my horse Sounds super
Should've gone with
sus.
the dumpling.
It's like someone saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna go check on my car." Totally not leaving though.
It would be a
No,
memorable
it's just like looking at your dog.
Oh
Wouldn't
yeah,
think that was sus.
yeah, no.
Remember, beloved Oni, you can't live without.
So the two of them make their way outside the tent.
Oh, that's funny.
And as they step out, one of the guards kind of turns to them and is like, "What news? Is there anything you need, my ladies? Is there anything we can do for you?" Genevieve kind of just opens her mouth, like, and Celeste cuts in. "No, there is nothing. We're just going for a walk about the camp." It's like, "Yes, well, I must remind you, you're not permitted to go." Yes, yes, we know. Lady Genevieve would just like to check on her horse. As I gather, she arrived today for a long journey. So the guy's like, "Yes, my lady. Of course." Um, make your way. They make their ways through the camp. I suppose this is where we shall roll to see who else you encounter along the way. It goes well, although guards and things are moving about. None of them seem to pay you much mind as you make your way through the pathways. You pass a couple of guards sort of here and there, intent on going about their business, and make your way over to the makeshift stables that's been set up. All the horses have been kind of picketed in a line. There is troughs of water that they can reach, as well as currently sort of several bales of hay have been stacked so that they can reach. A few of them have already sort of lain down as it is reasonably late. You see Genevieve goes over to a very white-eyed looking beast, a large horse with a sort of grey and black spotted coat. Pays her mind as she arrives. She sort of gives it a stroke and things like that. Just spends a bit of time looking over it, kind of sort of glancing back. Okay. It's kind of quite nervous. A little bit nervously to Celeste is like, "So do you have? Did you bring a horse with you?" She's like, "No, we chose to teleport, like most others. It was a mistake, really. It just means I've spent much longer here in the company of the others than is really necessary, but that is the way it is. Maybe I will join you for the ride home instead. Get a bit of fresh air and get away from all of this." It is at this point that there is the sound of a horn from the east side of the camp, and you hear shouts go up, and there is a large crash of something enormous and heavy colliding.
Oh, dear. You're so proud of him.
I also previously said to Elvis like, okay, there is a chance you're gonna get like shot and stuff, but I'll give you like a treat or something later on.
A
When you
tree?
get... Yeah, I don't know what the treat is yet. I'll get him a nice.
A
I don't know.
leaf that you can just spit out again.
Yeah, I'll give him some acorns.
Okay.
Oh, he loves an acorn.
Where exactly would you like this impact point to be, Stix? I'll let you
So
decide.
I'm thinking, right? So she's going. Well, she's meant to sort of leave the camp via some way. I need the most guards as possible. So I would think it'd be somewhere over sort of this way, sort of southeast,
Okay.
sort of like I imagine coming out here,
Yeah.
crashing here, running up here, running across here and then
Okay.
into the. So sort of going from the southwest to the west across the wall, and then up northwest.
Okay.
So these
So-
covering all the bases of the western side.
Right. The great beast of Elvis is spotted on his approach, and the alarm is sounded. Just roll an initiative. I just want to see whether or not he or the guards react first. Probably him, because the guards roll a 1.
I just need to look up a rhino in D&D. Okay, so his dex is -1. So
He needs a 3 or better. Actually, no, he doesn't, because they've got a modifier.
he got a 10.
He got a 9,
Well, yeah, 9.
which is enough to beat the guards.
Yeah.
So he crashes into the wall before there's the thundering of rhino feet, and he crashes into the wall before any of the guards have time to react. A rhino doesn't have siege, does it?
Doesn't have siege. No, it has charge. If the rhinoceros moves at least 20 feet straight forward, right straight toward the target, and then hits it with a gore attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 2d8 bludgeoning damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed in a DC 15 strength save or be knocked prone. So
Yeah.
he's charging. He
charging.
smacks the wall.
He's done a decent chunk of damage to the wall. He's not busts through it. But on the path he's going to take a number of attacks.
He has 45.
He has 55 hit points, and what's his AC?
45 hit points, and his AC is 11.
His AC is 11, so there's 1 miss and 1 hit from the first tower.
Really feel like a rhino should be a lot better than that.
So he takes 8 damage.
So
then
45.
Past
Hold on, I need to.
second tower. It takes 2 hits.
There's 37 hit points.
So he takes 21 damage as he passes the second tower.
Gee hell.
That's 2 shots.
There's 16 hit points.
Jesus.
And then he comes in range of the third tower.
Below.
Ba-ba.
They're both going to hit as well.
No.
And that's going to be 13 plus 12.
Ah!
What happens when Elvis is reduced to 0 hit points? He just disappears, doesn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this horn has been
Which
sounded.
could mean anything. Doesn't necessarily mean he's dead.
The horn has been sounded. All around you, Arwen, from where you are, there is a great commotion as the horses are picketed amongst the regular guard tents. So suddenly there's dozens of people scrambling to their feet, throwing on chain shirts and grabbing swords and shields, cramming helms on their heads, and rushing towards the gate. There is a great clamor.
Well, damn.
There is shouting and calls, and you can hear, sort of several voices from the tower shouting, "It just disappeared! Where did it go? Do you see it on your side?"
What's the dragon lady?
She is, she turns, so it's kind of hard. She looks at Genevieve, and just very slightly nods her head, and then turns and starts to move with the guards.
I love her.
And she just starts shouting at guards, "Move! Come on, faster! Do you know what that thing was? Some of you go and check the walls. There are important people in here that you need to protect. Go! Go!"
I knew my notes were right. I wrote, she is very cool. I knew she was cool.
Okay. And Genevieve starts quickly making her way through the camp. Okay.
Working.
So currently, Arwen is down here. I'm gonna make a quick intelligence check for Genevieve. Yeah, okay. So
I could sit on her head and move her like
Like
Ratatouille
Ratatouille.
to the right place if you'd like.
would you like to do that's up to you. Would you like to do
That's
that?
probably a very bad idea because all the people, well, one's a bit distracted.
Well, night has fallen at this point. You know, there are torch things around the camp providing, you know, light to see pathways and things like that.
No, I think until she gets out,
Okay,
keep me in the pocket, and then when she's out, get me out, and then I'll take her.
okay. So Genevieve moves this way, and while there is a lot of commotion and you can see several people moving from the north section of the camp, you can see someone in there runs out. And what you see is you see a light shoot up into the sky, and
Ooh.
in the air over, you know, sort of here where the beast was last seen, a big orb of light just hangs in the sky, glowing, casting almost a daylight bright light on the area underneath, like a spotlight shining down, lighting up the area.
Let's not
Shit.
go that way.
And so what Genevieve does is she decides to move this way. Now, let me roll to see if she encounters anyone else. She's lucky. It seems like everyone else, you get about to here, Owen. You peek out and you can see a number of guards coming from this section as well, and they seem to be moving around to the north. These ones seem more organized, more regimented. They are moving rather than like the other ones who just seem to kind of come out in panic. These ones seem precise. They are dressed for battle. They are ready to go, and they
It's
are
the
moving in organized groups.
Mm-hmm. They've been given orders.
Yes.
The rest are a gaggle.
But Genevieve makes her way down here, and there are guards standing down here who are preparing. You know, they are sort of on watch. There's four guards at each gate.
Can I poke her
Mm.
on the leg
Try and get her attention. Yeah.
to get me out?
Yeah. Yeah. You see, you like make her fuss, and she like stops and pulls you out.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I did mean to have a look at it. Because I'd like to then unwild shape,
Okay.
do druid craft into these trees or into these. Actually, no, these trees because we're going up, aren't we?
Okay. You
Into
haven't quite got the
these.
range from there, I don't think.
30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, 30 feet gets you about to where the guards are at the moment.
Okay.
Right here.
Well, we'll sneak up until like here.
Okay. So you got unwild shape.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, Owen, what are we doing? Is it?
We sneak.
Okay. Make stealth check.
Oh, first, I'd like to cast, if that's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, I haven't told you the result yet, so you can cast whatever
Pass
you like.
without trace, please.
Okay.
So I'm going to add a 10 to me and her.
Yeah.
I got 30.
You got 30. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just computing numbers.
Sounds.
No, it's fine. So you and Genevieve, you move up, and what you hear as you're moving past one of these barricades is like a ripping noise as her dress catches.
Did you roll a 1?
No?
The fuck did you roll?
I rolled lower than the passive perception of the guards in the tower.
Oh, shit. Okay, I immediately cast. I cast it over here.
Let me finish. So there's a ripping noise, what's your immediate reaction is to cast something?
Yes.
Okay.
To try and counter.
That spell has verbal components.
Shit. Does it?
Yes.
Can I whisper it?
I mean, yes, but it's still noise.
Oh. Okay. Can I
Right.
duck instead?
Okay. You.
Are these like or can you see through them?
A little bit, yeah.
Mm. But if she stood up, they're gonna look at her, not at me. Crouch down. I'll crouch. I'm gonna hide.
So
I'm gonna hide behind these.
you drop down.
Yeah.
And leave her standing.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the guards in the tower.
In the tower?
Yes.
I thought it was these two dudes. Oh
One of
shit!
the
A brick.
archers
No.
turns in her direction. And
Okay, but I'm behind a wall, so it's fine.
Yeah. And calls down. Miss, you should go back to your tent with the others. And
Sorry,
it's that call.
where is this
It's the guard in this tower has heard
tower?
the sound of Genevieve.
Question.
Yes.
How in the ever-loving fuck have they heard a rip when there's clattering going on over here with all of the soldiers and a commotion about an Elvis? Wouldn't they be listening out for that and not hear a little rip? Wouldn't those ones at the gate be more likely to hear the rip, not the ones in the tower?
The ones in the tower are the archers who have a much better passive perception. The ones on the gate didn't hear it, but the ones in the tower did, because they are.
But wouldn't they hear all of the clattering? Wouldn't they have disadvantage? Because they're other focused at the moment.
Can I potentially do something? Obviously, understanding. So I'm, looking out on the situation with Klari, sort of hiding behind like some trees and shit, seeing them getting close, and then obviously we can see the guard in the tower, and he's sort of calling down. I'm like, oh fuck. So, can I cast Arcane Gate and I can do a really dumb thing, or I can do a sort of how visible are these guard towers? Like how much can someone outside the guard tower see inside one of these guard towers?
They are relatively crudely crafted, so they are, kind of thrown up together. So there's basically like a half-height wall all around, so you can see kind of like, waist up.
Waist up. Okay. And does it look like it's just this person in the guard tower?
No, there's two per tower.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's kind of ruined some plans. Can I? So I was gonna. My original plan was gonna cast. This might sound stupid. Let me know. But I was gonna cast Arcane Gate, go to the other side of the thing, and then start creating more chaos, and then Arcane Gate back again. Because maybe that could work. Or I suppose I could like cast. No, I don't think I have anything I can do right now. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked up.
Well, one of the archers spots Genevieve and calls out, telling her that she should return to the camp, that she shouldn't be near the exits right now, which causes the 4 guards on the exit to turn around and spot her.
I wild shape.
You wild shape.
Mm-hmm.
Or
We'll go back. Can I whisper quick?
No.
Back to the tent, and then a wild shape.
Like 60 feet or something like that.
And then please pick me up.
Okay. So you whisper to Genevieve back to the tent, and then you wild shape. Okay. Yeah. Genevieve's like, yes, I'm terribly sorry. There's just all sorts of commotion. I wanted to get as far away as possible. There seems to be some sort of beast out there. And she kind of, you wild shaping into a mouse again.
Mhm.
Yeah, she just like sort of starts to make her way, and you can, in the
When
darkness, you can just scurry along fine without being seen.
We might have had a plan. We might have had an idea for when she was caught. Sorry, we were checking the specifics of the spell. I mean, did you want to do it? It's up to you.
Yeah. Are they these two guards are they next to each other?
So there's 2 guards in the tower up here, and then there's 4 sort of flanking either side of the entrance down here.
Oh, and they're all aware.
Wait,
That's
hold
not
on.
work then.
30-foot cube.
Yes,
I have a plan to get her out if
25, 30. And then how tall is the tower?
The tower's probably 15, probably like 15 feet up in the air by the time is the platform level.
really?
Yeah.
How does it work on? Is there a limited number of targets?
No, just anyone in a 30-foot cube.
Yeah, it's just what if it goes wrong?
Then they've not
Just
seen
make
you.
it worse.
And because they haven't seen you, they have disadvantage on their save.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern in a 30-foot cube that should be able to get all of the guards in.
Okay.
So as Genevieve is sort of coming out and she's been stopped,
Yeah.
we're sort of thinking then
If we can,
Okay.
even if it's
if we can sort of
What is the saving throw? And can you remind me, is Hypnotic Pattern a charm effect?
Hypnotic Pattern. That's a very, very good point.
I think it is.
The pattern appears for a moment of energy as each creature in the area.
Yeah, it becomes charmed.
Yes, yes, it is. It is a charm effect. Range is 120 feet, 30-foot cube, and it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And they have
Wisdom
disadvantage
save.
because I'm hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they are all elves, so they have
So they
advantage.
So
it's just a straight roll.
right roll. Oh, well, there
Okay.
we go.
That's
That's better than nothing.
What's the DC, please?
Wait, which save is it?
It's using your intelligence. So 18.
Okay, so 18.
Okay, so Wisdom 18. Fail. Fail. Fail.
We're creating a rather large ruckus
Nat
just
20.
to one person.
It's even
Fail.
Wisdom.
Fail. So 5
One.
fails and a success.
So a single success.
A single success.
If even one of them is aware, then
Okay.
What's done now?
What I'm gonna say now, because there's a lot going on, is can everyone just roll initiative just so we've got an order of operations?
This is all to talk to a lady. You never said it was a bad idea.
what am I doing? Initiative. Sorry.
Saying I know isn't
means
saying
that
it's a
I
bad
think it's a
idea.
bad idea.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Just want an order of operations for everyone to.
Can they see through hypnotic pattern?
So, okay, that
It's not
is.
just like if you're within this 30-foot cube, you suddenly see a bunch of flashy lights, and then like instantaneous, and then it drops.
Yeah, it's like a flash of light, and then it's. So it's not like a lasting effect.
Oh, okay.
Like they are, it lasts on them, but it's not like there's a huge cube of light permanently.
No, but can they see what's going on?
If they're incapacitated, yes, they're aware of their surroundings, but
Genevieve needs to go back then because we don't want her getting. We still need her to go to the meeting.
okay,
She can't be.
What happens first is one of the guards on the gate, the one that's saved, reaches down to their belt and grabs a horn and blows it for their action because they rolled higher than a 20.
Question.
Yes.
Did he already tell Genevieve to go back?
Genevieve had already been told to go back.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. That's fine then.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. And that's fine.
Okay. If you want to, I can. If you want, it can be before you've wild shaped. But if you want, we
No,
can
I
say
still want to wild
you
shape.
still want to be wild shaped.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is your turn, Arwen.
When's Genevieve's turn?
I'm just gonna say she moves with you.
Perfect. Take her back to the.
Okay. I'm not too worried about distance, and we can start moving it back towards roughly 30 feet.
Okay, so he's blown the horn. Is there someone here? Is there someone that can see us right now?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
yes, because there's only been a couple of minutes since.
What's that?
That down there is
Some trees.
kind of part of the camp, but I really haven't worked out what it is. It's kind of, just like a group of.
Can we go that way, please? It's some trees. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to. How do you get Genevieve to go that way? Because she's. Because you said the last thing you said was back to the tent, and then turn back into a mouse.
Yeah. Shit. I forgot how the spell worked. Is there can I use old tree, like dead trees, to go teleport through trees?
I mean, define dead. If you're thinking about using the
logs.
No, that's because that's not a tree anymore. That's now an object.
Okay.
And none of those would be big enough for you to go through.
Oh, I thought they were like.
Oh yeah, they're tall, but they're not wide.
Oh, okay.
They're like like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tall.
Okay. Yeah. Well, go back to the. Yeah, go back to the thing while I think of something.
Okay. Stix. There are 5 incapacitated guards, and one of them has blown a horn.
One blown a horn.
I know what I'm gonna do.
I think Stix. Yeah, Stix isn't meant for stealth and sabotage and subterfuge, so he is gonna. Oh, I mean, you know what I could have done? This whole fucking. Oh my god! I've just thought of a fucking plan that would have so worked.
I've thought of loads of plans that would have worked, but we are where we are.
Oh my
but I've got an idea.
I was gonna fucking. I've just thought we could have. What we could have done is we could have fucking Dungeons and Dragons movied it, where I could cast Arcane Gate on something, and then you could take it into the place, and then she could have Arcane Gated out, and no one would realize because she's not even left her room. I mean, we could still technically do that plan, but wait, do I have to be able to see the Arcane Gate endpoint? I'm assuming I would. Hold on, sorry. It's not a spell I've really done before. On the ground that you can see. That's kind of sucky on the ground that you can see them. It sucks. Okay, yeah, I've got nothing. I got nothing.
Okay. Klari, anything for you?
What you just failed. It's better to just actually go back and not mess with it.
Yeah, we don't want to create too much of a ruckus, otherwise that could have bad implications for the next day.
I'm not going to do anything. I think it's better not to.
Okay. In which case, if you're not taking any actions, the guard's going to go, and for their action, they're just going to shake one of their companions out of the stupor that they are in. So there are now 2 active guards. Arwen.
Run to the tent. Just run all the way to the. Oh, where? Oh, yeah, no, because I said tent. So.
Yeah, so just about here and regular round. Anything you want to do?
In the tent.
In the tent. Okay. Anything from Stix or Klari?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Not right now. No.
Okay. Arwen, you would probably see that a number of the guards you saw from this area before
Mhm.
are now back and beginning rushing towards the gate where the horn was sounded.
Mhm.
Genevieve makes it back inside the tent.
Is she in her little cubby?
Yeah, we'll say yes.
Okay. I would like to unwild shape.
Mm-hmm.
And how many people can I invisible?
The higher level you cast it, the more people.
How many is base level?
One person base.
Okay. Third level. Me and her
Invisible.
invisible because I had
Okay.
to come out of wild shape.
Okay.
That's probably
And
better.
then I'm gonna hold her hand, so
Mhm.
she can't see me, but I'm gonna lead her
Mhm.
basically.
Okay. Okay. We'll drop initiative at this point. More. The two of you outside can see more guards arrive. You can see that these ones have a more finer, more armored appearance. The ones arriving, they begin, talking to the guards. They fan out. Four of them stay and kind of bolster the four that are there, and four of them split into two pairs and begin to walk sort of out and split to like search the immediate surroundings. Meanwhile, Arwen and Genevieve, invisible, can you just both make stealth checks with advantage? Part of that trace has dropped
Yeah, I think so.
because of its
26.
concentration. Okay. And you begin to make your way. What is the passive perception of these guys? Pretty high.
Quick question: does it
Yeah.
look like there's more guards down here? Well, or here or here when I came out here?
There would probably have been still more, like a few more people flowing in that direction. There'll
No,
probably be a
okay.
few flowing to the north, but probably not as many because there wasn't an incident there. They probably just sent additional ones to guard that gate. So there are more on both gates than when you started, but there are more on the right hand one than the northern one.
Can I
Lead her that way?
lead her that way?
Yes.
Because I feel like there will be less perception that way.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. And then out, obviously.
Okay. You make your way out.
Perfect. And then take her to the camp and uninvisible us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just put you over there for now, but you are away.
Oh,
Whew.
Okay.
nice one, dudes. That
Good,
went exactly as planned. Completely.
Thinking about it, we didn't need the whole Elvis thing. Would have been simpler to just do that from the start.
Yeah.
I always forget you have invisibility. If I
So did
remembered you had
I.
invisibility, that probably would have been, yeah. Oops.
I guess it would have been weird if she'd have just like vanished and everyone been like, "Where is she?" At least in the chaos, it's like, she could have,
Yeah.
yeah, gone and hidden or something. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Hi, Genevieve.
Oh, hello.
I give her a hug,
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to
a
see
less mousy one,
you interpreted my message.
of course.
Of course. What's up? Obviously, there's a big meeting coming, but I don't know if there's anything you need to tell us about it or something. I assume you have some more information. Given.
Yeah. Well, nothing specific.
Oh.
Just a feeling. We were not. It's been very almost clandestine. We have not been allowed any of our personal guards or anything like that. Everything is being handled by the guards of Themyscira, the royal guards of House Glace, and all overseen by Lady Thamiel Glace herself.
So,
Thamiel
remind me,
Glace.
House Glace is which one? Sorry, the
Thamiel
dragon.
Glace is the daughter of where's it gone? Thamiel Glace is the daughter of Lord Braxton Glace. Lord Braxton is the Lord of Themyscira, the capital city of the elves, that both you, Arwen, and Stix would know. But you'd also potentially know that he doesn't really do his job, and his daughter Thamiel does most of the running of the city.
Because he raises a dragon as his son.
Correct.
Notes.
Yes. So she is.
So all of you guys just agreed to come to this meeting without your personal guard in a random ass location to meet a bad guy who's trying to destroy Kavran. When I say it out loud, it sounds pretty bad. Like this sounds like a trap. Taken from someone who's fallen into many traps in his day. Yeah, this sounds real bad. This sounds dodgy as fuck.
Yes, well, as I say, something didn't seem right, but we had little choice in the matter. This meeting has to go ahead for the good of the people we need to reach. Things are not going well. They are not going terribly, but the preparations to try and lead an assault, as you know, went poorly. Scouting the desert is an extremely difficult task. Many of the tieflings who know the desert well are reluctant to return and bitter that aid wasn't suitably provided and reluctant to help further, which made it difficult. Thanks to you, a number of our scouts were rescued, fortunately. But it is just an increasingly challenging place to find. So we have made good progress, but we have been also waylaid by all these attacks. The people, the monarchs are less and less reluctant to donate, are increasingly reluctant to commit the forces they once offered, as their own lands are being increasingly threatened by these devil attacks across the world. I do not have the tactical mind of some of my some of my colleagues, but for all intents and purposes, we are slowly being eroded away. And so when this meeting was offered, a vote was taken, as with all things, and by a slim margin, it was decided that we would honor this request.
So are they meeting with Balsam?
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
The meeting was to happen in a neutral location, both sides being wary of a trap. And as a precaution to ensure our safety, Lady Glace offered the royal guards from Themyscira as an elite unit to protect us all.
They're doing a really good job right now.
This way, no one's individual unit would be potentially compromised. You know, the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And this way, we'd have a unified chain around us to protect us.
But what if she is the link that is bad?
Yeah, that's sort of my thinking right now, is that I'm super fucking sus of her because, I mean, she's brought you here and just told you all to trust her and to leave your own personal bodyguard behind and trust her that she and only she can protect you. I mean, that sounds super fucking dodgy. This definitely sounds like a sort of I'm taking matters into my own hands kind of thing, and I'm very, very concerned.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm concerned for us and how much I think we can do, because if we go in there and start swinging swords and shit, I think we're going to become like public enemy number one, because that's going to ruin any kind of talks or any kind of anything. Sort of foul. Obviously, the relationship with Balsam isn't good. It's not meant to be good. He's just trying to fucking take over everything. But I'm worried that our presence is going to make things worse. But at the same time, I'm glad we're here to stop any foul shit. Is Madame Glace here now?
Yes, well, as I said, I reached out because something didn't feel right about the situation. I didn't know who
Yeah.
else to turn to, so I'm glad you arrived. In your usual fashion of chaos, it seems. But yes, she is here. Her tent is the large one in and amongst the royal guards.
What time is your meeting?
The meeting, we're not sure, is sometime in the morning. Morning, midday. Not tomorrow, but the day after.
Okay.
I'm wondering, could we I don't know, can we go and sneak into a tent and see if there's anything off? Like a missive from Balsam saying, ah, ha, ha, I've got them all caught in a trap.
Mm.
Yeah, come get them. Or
Well, it's
something.
almost
Don't
dark.
know.
Or it is dark. Is it dark?
I'm
Yes,
assuming it is.
this is happening at
Now is a prime time for our resident uh, flying knight lady to swoop in and be the sneaks and not be seen because it's dark. And I'm pretty sure in the dark she can't be seen. I mean, she can't be seen anyway, but is that a thing?
Yeah.
In the dark, you can't. Oh no. Oh no, you fly in the dark. What is it? There's something about the dark. She's got something about the
Yeah,
dark.
she has you have a cloak that means you can fly in the dark,
Yeah.
and you can walk on walls, and you can cast web. So you're basically like, I don't know, a weird version of Spider-Man.
A bat Spider-Man. Cool man.
Spider-Bat. Oh, that sounds horrifying.
The
Imagine a
Spider-Man.
Jesus Christ.
Spider with bat wings.
Yeah, that sounds like my worst nightmare. Not that I'm scared of bats, but
So Klari could do some snooping in the.
yeah. Well, I was going to say, if obviously you've got invisibility as well,
Yeah,
that could be
I can make her
that could be
invisible.
that could be even. But yeah, that could be even better, because
Yeah,
she
that's
can maybe
perfect.
you can
Do
maybe
you want Clary to be?
potentially go into this no, not into the meeting, into the sort of tent of this Glace woman who's set up this whole meeting and stuff,
Right,
invisible,
okay.
and maybe take a bit of a snoop around, because you're very good at perception and things like that.
Yeah, but
And
one bad roll.
I haven't used it yet today, so I can give you my Cloak of the Mountebank, so if anything goes wrong, zip, you're out of there. 500 feet. Boom. Gone. Untraceable.
It's so risky.
It's very, very risky, but I think shit's maybe going to hit the fan. I do not trust the situation we're in.
What are we gaining?
We potentially learn that this situation is as bad as we think, and that
Well,
everyone's
there's
being
nothing we
set
can
up
do
by
about
this
it,
Glace
though.
woman.
I'm already convinced that's what's happening, but what if we can't do anything?
We can confront this Glace. We could, if we find anything, stop this meeting from happening. We could go in and we could basically be like, hi, yeah, we've been performing subterfuge on everybody, but we have found some damning evidence that means everyone needs to leave here right now, and we could potentially save all the leaders of Kavran before this meeting even happens.
Or we can at least save the ones we like and leave the other
Yeah.
ones to die.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Not that I have a
Like
list
that
or anything.
dwarf lady is apparently a bitch, according to old dwarf king. Maybe we leave her.
Yeah.
Dragonborns are apparently a bit annoying.
Well, that one's dead. So I can't call him a slut anymore. Oh, wait. Is Stix's dad here? Did I see Stix's dad in the thing?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god!
Oh, we can leave
You can
him
leave
to
your dad in.
leave him to die. That's fine.
Oh.
So I think on the sort of mentioning of that, Stix just sort of stared off into the distance for a second. Oh, yeah. 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 Stix gets all awkward. For a little bit before snapping himself out of it and completely changing the topic of conversation. I mean, yeah, that's an option. We don't have to do it. We could just sort of see how this meeting goes. Because, I mean, there is a chance, obviously, that this is just a normal meeting and they're trying to solve things and trying to work things out. But it just seems very, very weird that she's like, oh, yeah, come to this camp, to this meeting, without your personal guard or any of your forces. Trust me and my forces, I swear. And come to this meeting that I set up for all of you. You don't have a choice in coming to.
It is definitely
It's extremely dodgy.
What you would
But
know about this person, potentially from context, Stix, is that she does she does a very good and proficient job of running one of the largest elf cities. And she is very.
Yes, means she has a lot to lose by not maybe following some blackmail that, because obviously Balsam's been attacking the. You said Balsam was attacking sort of like a lot of the elven areas and burning down the forest and stuff there and being all bastardly. Well, if he's closing in on Themyscira or anywhere that the elves care about, obviously that's going to be super bad for her. So yeah, to save her skin, potentially she could give people up. I don't want to say that she definitely is doing that, but at the same time, you never know. You know, some people do bad things in times of war and do things that make very difficult decisions. I don't know. It's a risky one. Maybe it's just all this time of us traveling and me being paranoid. Because I know JJ's up to something. I know he's up to something. We're going to get there tomorrow, and a massive demon dragon's going to attack, and Balsam's going to be on the back of it, and he's going to be like, "Oh,
Well,
kill you
to
all."
put Genevieve's mind at rest, I will tell her that I will be in the meeting as, like, in wild shape, if that's helpful.
Yes, and we will be.
I don't know about you guys. I don't know if I could invisible you guys, but I don't know if they'll have. I mean, I don't know. We can see what happens.
Yeah, I think we need to. Yeah, we do need to discuss a way of maybe us either being nearby or having some way of immediately, bam, we're in the meeting. Whether that's some kind of teleportation or some kind of tree thing. I don't know if we have some kind of. Oh wait, how? Oh no, your ear things only work to like 120 feet or something like that, right? You're like a little. Yeah, because it's like the message spell.
Well, Genevieve's like, well, I have two other things. One is this, and she kind of pulls up the sleeve on her dress, and you can see that she's got like a silver wristband on, like a silver bracelet, which which is too small to come off over her hand, so it looks like it's been put on magically.
Are you engaged? No? Okay.
It's not a ring.
Well, I don't know what the
bracelet.
customs are in this world. Why?
It's like we were
To be
all
fair,
given one of these to wear to help keep us safe, we were told. I'm not proficient with the arcane, so I don't really know what it does.
Ooh, Clary's got something. The spell.
Also, I made this. They showed us a map of where we're meeting, and well, I made a rough copy once so that hopefully you'd know where to go. And it is like a crude copy. There's like a blob for the camp and like just a wibbly line for like the main tree line of the forest and things like that. It's like roughly in this area. There's apparently like a little sort of hill or something that like overlooks it. I heard one of the guards talking about being stationed, on lookout during the meeting. So you've got that as well.
Perfect. Okay, I don't have the identify spell for the bracelet.
Yes, you've got identify, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can ritual cast it, so you don't even need to use a spell slot.
Yeah.
It just takes 10 minutes. Boom. Identify.
Okay. You cast identify, and it's not actually magical, but the runes on it are divination in origin.
The runes are what? The
The
runes
runes on
are
it are divination in origin.
What does that?
divination in origin.
So divination is a school of magic.
I know, but which one is that?
That's the one where you can like divination is like seeing into the future, seeing into the past. That stuff like guidance or the spell divination or foresight or whatever.
Genevieve also says, I should probably get back before too long. Arwen, can you sneak me back in again? If they notice I'm missing, then it'll be...
Oh, they're spying on them. Maybe.
Yeah. Do we know? Yes, I will. But do we know which runes which divination runes they are?
There's not like it's not like it's specifically like, oh, this is guidance, this is or anything. It's like they just have like a divination pattern to them.
Okay.
But there's no magic.
The bracelet itself is not magical.
It's okay. So the bracelet itself is magical. It's the runes on the bracelet that are magical.
No, none of it's magical.
Oh, none of it's magical.
Okay.
Oh, do you think it's going to be like a thing that gets activated or something?
During the thing.
Yeah, maybe. But then divination, that's not really, divination is just like seeing people or like predicting the future or whatever. So that doesn't worry me too much. If it was like conjuration or something that would like whisk them away or something like that, then that wouldn't be so bad. But or like enchantment to like mind control them into doing something. I don't know. Okay.
Any more questions before I take her away?
Okay.
I just need to know what sort of thing it is.
Which is not something you would know because you're not like a wizard or anything. You don't really know about magic.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
but
So stop
Klari
looking up
does.
divination spells.
I do what I want. What you don't know can't hurt.
Can Klari do an arcana?
Arcana check.
Yeah.
You can if you want. It won't probably won't tell you anything more unless it's like exceptionally high. It won't tell you anything more than Identify already has.
I have some divination spells.
Oh, you walked into the wrong room, motherfucker.
Oh.
That is a 26.
What, 26. They are divination runes.
Damn
For
it.
God's sake.
It's not magical. They are just divination runes.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. Certain, you know, runes make magic easier. So if something has runes on it, it is easier for it to be affected by certain magics or be a conduit for certain magics.
Okay.
So having divination runes on it would make it potentially more susceptible to divination spells.
Oh, so do you think it's a thing so that, yeah, if they want to scry on them at any time, they can just really easily scry on them? Like, they don't even have to make a save or whatever. They just...
I think they're gonna do the tell the things, the bads on them. It's
Okay.
I wonder.
Genevieve staying much longer?
No, she's not. No. I'm gonna take her back. I'm taking her back now. I'm taking her back. I might come and see you tomorrow to put a spell on you. Once I use my very clever brain to maybe think of all the spells that I could maybe have, just in case.
Are you going to change your spells?
Maybe.
Oh my god, this is serious.
JJ,
This is serious.
can I, before she goes, you know, as she's like about to leave her away, I'm going to grab her wrist and cast Dispel Magic.
That's not.
Fit.
But there's no magic.
No, fuck yeah, there's no fucking magic. But surely there's got to be some.
There's no magic. We've been through this. There's no magic.
Yeah, there's runes on it, and the runes aren't magic, but they make it easier for things to do things. So there's not anything I can do with it. Never mind. Never mind. In which case I am good.
Okay, I invisible. Bloop.
You can't. I'm going to cast invisibility. Just make a
Oh,
stealth
oh,
check with advantage for me.
Sorry, one final thing. Sorry, what time did you say the meeting was?
Midday.
Midday. That's further than 8 hours away from now, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, 'cause
it's
it's not tomorrow.
It's the day after.
Oh shit, yeah. Duh. Yeah, in which case, no, I'm good. Boom.
Okay.
Done.
Okay, and
Fuck
then south, did you say?
Yeah.
Whoa. 21. Oh shit, I was running with advantage, but it doesn't matter.
You've got stealth to you again.
Eh?
You're invisible, so you
Yeah.
get advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
21.
You managed to sneak Genevieve back in,
Perfect.
sneak yourself back out.
Bye. Probably see you tomorrow.
Are you doing anything else tonight? Is anyone doing anything else tonight? There was talk of Klari sneaking in.
Yeah.
Is that something you want to do, Klari?
I mean, I don't want to. If you guys,
If you don't want to do it, then we won't do it, because you make good points. Like, there's not really a lot we can
I think
do
it's a really high risk
with that information.
But yeah, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and as I said earlier, like, we can't. If we fuck anything up with this, it could ruin a whole lot of good that could potentially come out of the meeting. I don't think much good is going to come out of the meeting, but if any was to come out of it, we could fuck it up by doing something like this. So, I don't know. We'll leave it for now. We'll see if there's any development tomorrow before the meeting. But yeah, maybe you're right. For now, we leave it. Continue.
Okay. Arwen, anything else you're doing?
No, I'm gonna sleep.
Okay. You enjoy Arwen's little camp. The night passes.
Pretty good.
The next day dawns.
You're gonna need to give me like 5 seconds, more than 5 seconds. I can't read that quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Is there a spell that it's probably quicker to just ask you. Is there a spell that I might know to kind of like shield your mind? Or is that not something I'd be able to do?
There are spells to do it. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, and I can't remember if you've got access to them. There's a spell of like non-detection that does protect you against like divination spells and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
non-detection is the one you're thinking of, because that literally shields your mind from divination spells.
Yeah.
I mean, you
So
can forget it by like
LMNOP. Yeah, no, I don't have
Okay.
NLP.
Where's the thing? I wrote a thing.
You wrote a thing.
Yeah, I wrote a thing I need to say.
Right.
Aha. Okay. So in the morning, you become aware at some point of a series of sort of shouts, of cries, of things like that. Making your way through, you see that there are that group of elite-looking guards are they seem to be are outside the wall and they seem to be drilling in formation, in practice, sparring.
Oh,
They they are not. Yes, they are not making holes and things. And watching them move, particularly watching two of them spar Stix, brings back a memory. Soon after you'd been taken on by Amaris, only a few months, she was visited by a figure wearing the same armor as these individuals. You remember spying on their conversation, and when caught, you ended up sparring with the armored figure that day instead of Amaris. They were brutally proficient, with their speed and skill far beyond your own at that point in time. Later on, as you iced your numerous new bruises, you watched them spar with Amaris, and it was one of the first times you saw how truly skilled your mentor was, as they matched blades with the armored figure. As much as they were your superior, she was theirs, not allowing a single sword stroke to land. And while the elf seemed to weary quickly, your mentor remained relaxed and unfazed, and you realized just how much she humored the two of you when you sparred.
Did I maybe get the sense that she also taught this individual?
That is the sense you got, yes, that they were an apprentice of hers at one point, and so they are likely to be quite skilled. Not
Do I get
necessarily in the same
the
way as you, but they are very
okay?
well
So
skilled
I
with the
don't
blade.
think. So I don't think necessarily that they're like another paladin of the ancients sort of thing, but they're
No.
certainly a fighter to some capacity.
You think that people of this rank are considered to be elite fighters.
Can I make a check as younger Stix to try and listen in more on, because I imagine Amaris as our life out there. We didn't really get a whole lot of visitors.
Yeah.
Because it was just a lot of like, oh yeah, you're out here just protecting people in the wilds and doing things like that, whatever. So whenever there was a visitor, that was very, very interesting, but also very like nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So I like to think, particularly given his like how he grew up, so I like to think the Stix would have tried to listen in as much and find out as much about this person as he sort of could to sort of make sure things were quote unquote safe for him.
Yeah.
And I make a check as like younger Stix to try and listen in on their conversations to try and find out more about this person and basically figure out, are they a goodie?
Okay. Yeah. Make a history check just to see what current day Stix would recall of that conversation.
Okay. Oh god. That's a 9.
It's a 9. So you didn't overhear overly much. You were kind of dismissed on a little bit of a training exercise, and you kind of blew that off a little bit to sneak back and hear some of this conversation, interested in it as you were. And what you gleaned from it before you were discovered was that this person had newly taken up their position. They were congratulated for it, but Amaris also raised the concern that they were not going to be as effective. And just as they were sort of starting to get into a debate about you can be ineffective in different ways, is when you were discovered. So you get the sense
Okay.
that they are, good at, they are good and loyal.
Their motives are in the right place, but
Yes.
maybe just not doing things in the way that like Amaris or Stix would have thought. Like obviously Stix has become a paladin and he's sticking to
Yeah.
this thing, but maybe they went into clearly doing this like captain thing or joining the military with their skills.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So they are okay. So from what Stix somewhat gathers, they're somewhat trustworthy. Gotcha. Okay. Do I remember a name?
No.
No, I don't remember a name.
Mainly because I haven't come up with one because it's not that important.
Well,
If you want to give them a name,
I defer to the DM for a name.
Bodrick.
pardon?
Bodrick.
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 The suitably elven name of Bodrick.
I'm calling him Bod. Well, no, it's Bodrick, but it's like with a Y, you know?
Right.
So it's therefore Elvish.
There you go.
Bodrick.
Yeah.
Actually, probably just with a C rather than with a K.
Yeah. Boom. It's like Celtic.
Okay. Well done. We'll make a DM out of you just yet. Okay.
Cool.
So, you have a day before the meeting. What would anyone like to do on this day?
I would
The answer can just be nothing.
like to. I'm just trying to think of anything. Oh, well, everyone thinks. I'm just gonna.
Your paw.
Yeah.
Crack open cold. Yeah, that's what I thought.
How's my jumper then?
I'll put it on.
Okay.
It's heavy, isn't it?
Let's see how it is. You have the rough map of Genevieve. If you want to try and find that location, you can try and look for it. You, Arwen, if you wanted to interact with Genevieve in some way,
Oh,
or
yeah.
if, Klari, if you change your mind and did want to, have a look in, if you wanted to try and do anything else in preparation, you guys can move quite quickly around the world now. You could teleport somewhere to get something if you wanted to.
Yeah.
As I say, the answer can be nothing, and we will just skip ahead to the meeting. Or the answer can be something, and then I'll roll with whatever anyone wants to do.
I think we definitely need to go to the place so I can touch a tree.
You want to try and find what you think is the meeting location.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Cool. I think I'm good. Actually. Yeah, I'm just sort of waiting out the day, waiting till nightfall. There's no last minute bits we need if we were to like, I don't know, teleport to fucking wherever and then teleport back.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing we need, is there?
Not that I know.
I will just remind you, as it has been 3 weeks since we last played, who has King Fargrim's amulet or King Fargrim's bracelet, the dragon spy.
Who?
Believe that was
King
Arwen.
Fargrim gave you a brooch or a bracelet that would transform
Yeah,
into a golden dragonfly to
to see what
spies
would
and wanted you to release it at the meeting.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Sorry.
I
Well,
believe
it's
that.
been a number of
Oh
weeks.
no! I'll tell you what. I think that would have been Stix because of his belt of dwarven kind, making him really friendly to dwarves.
Okay.
So would have trusted Stix with that. So Stix has got that. I don't think we really ever decided who was going to get it, but we'll say Stix has it.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to remind you of that, as I say, because it has been a number of weeks.
Do we have to release that on the day, or can we release it today and it just sit there?
You reckon you probably want to release it close to.
Okay. Should we go and
Also,
have a look at where
go
we
into
think
the
that
meeting.
it's going to be tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes. That is a good idea.
Okay. Well, using Genevieve's map, how do you want to look? On foot.
Yeah. I mean, by the look of the map, does it look very far away?
It doesn't look too far away. You imagine it's got to be reasonably close because they've got to get all the councillors there,
I think we walk.
and that's probably what the camp is for. If
So then we can see the terrain, the route that they will take, so we can look and see if there's any ambush spots.
Okay.
Yes. Good idea. Yeah, good idea.
Okay. Well, using the map, would one of you like to make a survival check to try and discern the rough terrain to
Can
look for the landmarks?
I do it with advantage because it's in my favourite terrain?
You can indeed.
And I will give you guidance.
Is that +4?
Plus a d4.
That's
Yeah, that's what I
D4.
meant. Sorry.
Or
31.
That's not
31.
bad.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So, Arwen, you very quickly pick up on a trail that has been worn through the trees. This is not a pathway that has been carved by animals, you quickly spot, and is not a pathway that has been there for a long time. But there is a distinctive track of moving backwards and forwards. You can see that swiftly leads you through on about a 30-minute walk from the camp. So it's a decent ways, which also strikes you as odd, but to be sort of separated that far from the camp. But maybe this was just it's the tree pathway in between is reasonably dense, so maybe this was just the best location from the camp that they as close as they could find. And you make your way, and I will throw you over to what it looks like. As I found this environment just to give you a reference.
I would like to touch this tree, this tree, this tree, this tree,
Yeah.
this tree, this tree, this tree, this
I
tree.
want to walk around licking trees. I mean, touching trees.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the environment. You can see that there is this worn patch that you imagine is likely to be the meeting spot. There is this, small cliff of, 20 or so feet behind. That would be a good potentially lookout point for people.
Do
I would like to do a few things while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, I'd like to just go around the area with detect magic.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't spot any signs of magic as you walk
and
around the area.
whilst I'm doing this, because this is like the day before, I'm pretty much going to be using all my divine sense to just ping divine sense, see if there's anything within 60 feet. Nope.
Yeah.
Ping.
No,
Divine sense.
it all seems clear at the moment.
Okay. And finally, I'm going to. I'm going to cast. Can I? Oh, it's not like speak with plants. It's commune with nature. But can I just sort of like use commune with nature to basically ask the land if this area? Well, actually, I can learn up to like 3 facts about it.
Okay.
So I would sort of like to ask if this place has been tampered with at all. Like, if anyone has. Yeah, I suppose tampered with or affected this area of ground that we're in. This like close area of ground. That would be like my first fact I'd like to learn knowledge of. I would say through magic.
Is there like a radius to this, or is it like the immediate area?
You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory in the outdoors. The radius is limited to 300 feet. So I'd
Okay.
probably go like the middle of the middle of this area,
Yeah.
like the middle, and then cast it. But
The only thing you get is like a sense of it's like an old scar, like an old wound, and like it is that well basically where this shaft has been dug through the earth and sealed with stone, around to make a well. It's almost like a wound, like a very old scar in the earth, but it feels old. It doesn't feel fresh.
okay,
So that is the
so
only sort of like disruption to the land that you feel.
okay. Second question. Following subjects: terrain and bodies of water, prominent plants, minerals, animals, peoples are powerful. So, within 300 feet, are there any powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead? And is there any influence from these things on this area?
No, there is not.
Okay. And the final fact I would like to learn about this area is its favorite movie. I don't have a third fact I would like to learn. So yeah, I'll just leave that as
No
is
problem.
because I can't think of any other facts I'd like to learn. Anyone else got any ideas of what facts we'd like to learn about the land? Any ideas?
Are you what have you cast?
Commune with nature, so I can like learn. I can't like ask it questions, but I can learn facts about the area.
Okay.
Terrain, so you can learn about terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people, powerful celestial, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influences from other planes of existence, buildings. For example, you can determine the location of a powerful undead in the area, the location of a major source of safe drinking water, or the location of any nearby town within 300 feet.
Yeah.
Did you ask if anyone had been here recently?
Well, it said there was no recent influences from other planes and or other things, and I asked if it had been influenced magically, and it said no. So I think that's about it. I think that's about all we got.
Um,
Oh, can I learn about like traps? Is that a thing I can learn about? Can I learn like, are there any traps within 300 feet of me?
I think that would come under whether or not it's been influenced, if people have like buried or tampered with the land.
Yeah, fair point.
You know.
So no.
And I mean, for future, like something that like down to like a single tripwire is probably not going to register. But like if there was a
Yeah,
big,
yeah, of
you know,
course.
if
Yeah,
the whole thing was actually like a giant net to capture everyone that had been
yeah,
laid
yeah,
underneath, then
That would be
yeah.
hilarious.
something like that would
That's the
show
sort of
up.
thing.
I would
But
need a crane.
That was big.
mm,
If there was like a big, if part of the floor was like false and people would fall in,
yeah,
or something.
or you know,
That's yeah,
or if there was like a lot of, as you say, we're looking for like a magical influence. If someone had laid a lot of like magic in the land, like runic traps and stuff like that,
yeah,
you know, that would potentially show up. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
if you're in a
Okay,
dungeon, you can't use it to just find all the tripwires.
yeah. In which case, I am good.
Okay.
I'm good here.
All right. Well, I will swing. Isn't anyone got anything else here? In which case, I'll swing you back over to the camp.
I was maybe going to say I could cast like strategic plant growths around the area, but we don't really know when people are going to stand and do things. So no, you're good.
Before bed, I would like to go invisible and go and see Genevieve just to make sure she's okay. And I'll plait her hair, make her look pretty. Even though she's already pretty.
So you're going to go into the camp and spend a significant amount of time plaiting her hair in her room. Is your plan?
You make it sound like you're going to kill me.
I just want to understand what the plan is.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Well, if I see her go, I'm going to give her guidance.
Okay.
And just say, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but
Okay.
take this. Okay.
Can you make a stealth check with advantage to get in?
Can I stealth myself and be invisible? Are they both concentration?
They are both. Pass without trace and invisibility are both concentration spells, so you can only do one of them. It's during the.
Yeah. I'm invisible, so I get advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Is that stealth?
That is stealth.
20.
20. Okay. You make it all the way up to the tent. The tent flap itself is closed. Not like shut, but it's like two flaps of material that are like hanging down, like two curtains. You'd have to like push through a curtain like on a stage.
Mm-hmm. Can I peek through?
Not without disturbing the curtain.
What about at the bottom? It normally kind of splits at the bottom.
And it rests on the ground. This is like big and heavy to like keep out the elements. So it like overlaps and touches the ground to stop like.
Okay. Are the toilets outside?
I mean, this is a more logistical question than I had really considered. I'm inclined to go with these tents are magic because they're like bigger on the inside as well. So they're like magical enough that there's like a space for people to like clean, like the councillors, because they are like fancy. So they've got a fancy tent. So they've got like a bath, like a magical bathroom and things as part of their tent.
Told me about bathrooms when I went in the tent last time, so therefore I believe that they were never there.
What would you like to do? What's your intention?
Is that so? There are bathrooms in the tents.
That's how I kind of imagined it, yeah, to be like, because these are like magical tents because they're councillors, so they've got like some magical amenities.
So I can't just wait for them to come and go for a wee.
Invisibility only lasts an hour.
Well, someone's gonna. It's nearly bedtime. They're gonna need to clean their teeth.
Oh, you just want to wait for someone to come out?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just roll me a d20.
Oh, okay.
Just a 1.
Is that I have to wait 1 minute?
No, that's a 1. So an hour passes and no one comes out. You can cast invisibility again to, bring up the hour.
As well, just cast wild shape and go underneath the tent into a room.
Okay.
Because
You
I'm
can
going
do
to sleep before I go
it. You can do that if
and
you
do
wish.
anything. So,
I'm
yeah,
sure we're gonna,
I'm going to be a
if we're
mouse.
not, I've wasted a lot of spells.
I know. I'm going to be a mouse. Go underneath.
Okay. You sneak into her room as a mouse.
I will then do the dance again.
You do the dance
So
again.
she knows it's me.
The
Yeah.
moonwalk,
Oh.
and then the
Yep.
the Tom Holland
Yep. Umbrella.
dance.
And then I'll be myself, and then I'll
Okay.
just keep her company because I feel like she's scared.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah. Make a check.
Why are you getting a book?
Because I need to see what someone's stats are, and I don't have a stat block for them, so I need to find the next best thing to use as a reference.
Ben, he's getting a book.
Wait, what book?
The Monster Manual. That's not good.
Fuck.
Why couldn't you have got Fizbins or something?
No,
would
that'd
have
be worse. Then that
reinforced-
means there's a dragon somewhere.
Yeah, but that would have meant it was the nice dragon lady.
Oh yeah, that's a
Now
good
I'm
point.
scared.
We're all gonna.
Please leave me alone.
With my book,
I've
I
been
need to check what the spell does.
really. Oh, all I wanted to do was be nice.
Just roleplay with Genevieve for a minute.
But you're Genevieve.
But you're Genevieve.
Come here, let me plait your hair.
Okay.
Do you want it in a French plait, a Dutch plait, or just a regular one?
I don't know what those. Yes.
Oh. Genevieve would understand. This isn't the same.
French, please.
French, okay. Oh, your hair's longer. Her hair is definitely longer than this.
It is. It's long and it's like a beautiful golden blonde.
Excellent. This is. It's not happening.
Okay. So you are doing this, and
It is a really good plait.
it's a really good plan. But you're not really talking. You're just kind of sort of paying attention to the. It's tense.
It's a comfortable silence.
Yeah, it's slightly tense because you're both alert for anything that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear occasionally sort of people wandering past outside, things like that. People on the other side of the curtain, sort of having conversations and things. And then all of a sudden, there is nothing but silence. No sound from outside, no sound. Even like the movement of your hands against each other over Genevieve's hair doesn't make any sound. And both freeze.
Oh no.
And
What's happening? Ben knows.
the tent.
I don't know. I just know that everything's gone really silent,
Okay.
So the tent
which
flap
never is a good.
pulled open a narrow amount, and you see the blue hair of Celeste come in and like pull the flap closed and hold it against the side to like hold it shut.
Is she in?
She is in, and she is staring daggers at both of you. And in your mind, you just hear, "Do you have any idea the risk you are taking? I trust Genevieve, she is good, but you are putting her in too much danger. Be here."
She was just scared. I was just. Do you want me to plait your hair? No? Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry.
Your compassion and friendship is a credit.
Thank you.
The danger you place on the situation, you will not understand. Leave now.
Okay, sorry. By the way, Hugo's doing really well.
That's excellent. Leave.
I'm coming. gave her hair ties.
Okay.
She didn't have one.
Okay.
I go away.
As you exit, as you get about sort of 10 feet away from the tent, you kind of exit this bubble of silence, and
Do all the little hearts. Like,
there's a little mouse,
little mouse heart.
the tiniest heart of all.
I thought that was about to be a lot worse.
So did I.
Because I was thinking of like Critical Role Campaign 2 when that group of bad guys cast silence on their party and kidnapped a load of people. When like Travis and Laura and that had to like go away because they were having a kid. So I thought there would be like the fucking purge, but complete
Our
silence.
stealth is good, but not as good as Celeste's perception.
Well, that's fine. She's fine. I mean, she's a bit pissed at me, but like, it's fine. But she can't be pissed at Genevieve because. And she's not mad at Genevieve. She's only mad at me, isn't she?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't she?
Yes.
She's not mad at Genevieve.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do today before the meeting tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Was Genevieve grateful that I was there for when I was there?
It did seem to calm her.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I needed. It's fine. I would like to sleep.
That's fine.
Yeah. There's nothing else. I think I
Have
really
we
need.
worked out what we want to do during the actual?
No, we haven't, and I've been trying to think about it, but the only thing I can possibly think is that if we remain within range of your U2's sort of earpieces, and you let us know, and I can bounce us in, because I have a spell called. Oh no, but that uses my 5th level spell. I don't really like that. I just feel like Arcane Gate or like even Teleport or Dimension. Oh, I have Dimension Door, free use a day. I could use that and bounce on in with Klari. Can't come in with Hugo though. That's the only thing. So I guess it would probably actually would be Arcane Gate. I would use to teleport in. So we just got to be very stealthy, very quiet, somewhere 100 feet away. I suppose. Yeah. 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 That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, in that case, it is the day of the great parley.
No.
So, the morning dawns bright and early.
Marley, sorry.
The sky is overcast with light grey clouds, and the grass is damp with the morning dew as you wake up. The camp is all of a clump. People are moving to and fro. There is a great procession being organized, and as you can see that people are preparing to leave. A number of guards are arranged outside, and as you creep through the woods to look at it, you can see several of the watchtowers have been abandoned, and most of the guards are now outside, and the elite guard is in a somewhat square formation around the assembling council as a protective ring.
Bodrick is doing his thing.
Is Bodrick there?
They all have full helms on.
Aww.
But you said he was like a captainy dude. So I'm assuming he's like he would stand out
Probably the
somewhat.
head one.
Well, at the head of the procession, you can see there is a woman dressed in purple and green. She has very light silver blonde hair and she seems to be standing. She stands tall and proud, and she seems to stand with one hand holding a staff. As you watch, everyone is eventually assembled, the guards take up their positions, and the procession begins. So this group makes their way through. As they go, more guards fan out and begin to head deeper into the woods around to watch flanks. Several riders take off in different directions as well to scout ahead into the sides as they make their way. How are you all traveling?
Shall we travel next to them in the woods, or do we get there first via the plants?
We could. No, we'll save your spell slot and we'll travel. I think we would probably. So when we see them starting to make a move, like when we see them gathering up to start making a move, I think that's when we go. So we are there before they get there, so we
Good
can
plan.
establish ourselves in stealthy locations.
Okay. Let me...
And also, when we get there, that's when I'm going to whip out the dragon spy and
Yes.
put him like on a little tree somewhere or something, so that
Okay.
he can go.
I will
Will it
go
like,
back over to here.
is it going to be a situation where it will, like return to me if I sort of call it back or something like that, or is it just going to fly
It has
around?
there is like an active, you would taught an activation and deactivation phrase for it. So if it is within earshot and you speak the deactivation phrase, it will return to you and take on its inanimate position.
Okay. Yeah. In which case, yeah, we get there, I throw it out, and then we'll wait till this is all over to put it back.
Okay. Well, I've thrown you over to the meeting point. If you'd like to position yourselves, as you will.
Do we want to be high or do we want to be low?
Oh,
Obviously, I'm going to be a little bug, so you can be really anywhere.
Yeah, I
But
think I'm gonna, be like there, but I'm obviously a bug.
Okay.
If that's
yeah,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I keep asking if that's okay. I'm doing it anyway.
obviously,
Doing it anyway for girls.
we're gonna want to be then. I think trusting in Arwen's ability to sort of oversee the front-facing side of things. I think the rest of us are mainly just going to want to stay hidden,
Okay.
and therefore would either we've got two options:
Maybe
either up here, which could be good to get like an overview of the area, or way back here.
what if you were like here-ish? Because I feel like here you might get ambushed by something behind you, whereas here you kind of looking all the ways. I don't know. It just feels
Which way are they coming from into this place?
They will be coming from the west.
south, east,
West.
west.
So this side.
This side. Okay. So
probably Balsam's going to come from the other way.
yeah, which is actually making the cliff top seem a little better of an idea, because we can automatically have a sort of overlook of the area. Maybe we can even like climb one of the trees up there to just have a really sort of high viewpoint. So we're more of lookouts, and we trust Arwen to listen in on the conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you agree with that? Yeah. So if we both sort of go over here, and this like big tree over here, me and Klari will climb this tree together, and I'm gonna, if you'd allow me, to use a little bit of druidcraft to just sort of help some of the branches grow around us a little bit, and some of the trees and some of the leaves to just grow in size that little bit as well, just to cover our silhouettes a little better.
Yeah, create a more dense canopy.
Yeah, exactly. So that we
Okay.
are hidden up there pretty well.
Is it okay if Hugo hides in this tree over here? Just so he's got like the other side.
So it'd be a little bit more tricky for him to hide there.
Oh.
Like Stix and Klari are bits. I'm kind of sort of envisioning like quote unquote off the map is a bit more dense cover than on it. So
But
yeah,
he can hide. He can take an action to hide.
Yeah, you can take an action to hide if he wants. It just he'll be more easily spotted there than they will in their hiding position.
Okay, so
But then
he goes,
those are like trees, and he's obviously dark coloured, so I suppose he could sort of go up into the
I'm
tree.
not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's
well, I'm scared.
it's more of an open position, and he's more likely to be
I
discovered
feel
there.
like this side is where Balsam's going to come from. And
Yeah, but I think he's probably going to be coming from down here, I would assume. He's not going to be coming from up on the cliff, surely.
Maybe.
Because I'm assuming like this is going to be like where the meeting is. So you would assume he would sort of come down maybe like this way or from this path. And therefore the cliff would be a pretty good vantage.
Yeah.
I mean, I see your point. We're probably in view of maybe Balsam a little better
Well,
from our side.
not you necessarily, but he could, sneak up on.
Yeah, which is why I was thinking if we're in a tree, not just like stood on the ground,
Yeah, fair.
anything of theirs that sort of comes over the ground, we can maybe
Yeah,
see.
you can still see. That's fair. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hugo will be with them.
Okay.
As like a ladybird, I'm fine here, right?
Yeah. Just don't get stepped on.
That's fine. I won't guess.
Okay. Well, you set off ahead, and shortly following behind, you hear words. You hear words. You hear hoofbeats as a couple of scouts ride in. They kind of quickly survey the area. You see one of them even seems to cast a spell over the area. Seemingly satisfied. You don't see the spell take any. Don't seem to have a visual effect, but you do see their eyes start sort of like glowing, as you've seen similarly for other people with detect magic, and start sort of like scanning the area. One of them, then seemingly satisfied, they ride back the way they have come, while the other one stays. A few minutes later, you hear a large number of people approaching, and the councillors, the guards, everyone moves in. They fan out, they set up. A number of archers go to the ridge. The councillors, and you may want to move yourself in a second.
Oh my lord.
They fan out with a line of guards in front of them.
I must zoom in to see these people.
I had a lot of fun finding pictures for
Who's this?
everyone. That's Genevieve.
Of course it is.
So,
Which one, Genevieve? Is that one?
the one at the
No.
top.
One's blue.
That's Genevieve.
It's the pretty
Oh,
one.
that's Genevieve.
Who's this one?
Next to her is Lord Leocas.
Oh, of course.
Ugh.
Who's this one?
No, Lord Leocas is the other human.
Well, that guy.
No, the one to the left of Arwen at the moment.
Oh, right, that one.
Then below him
Ew.
is Lord Celtigar. And next to that is.
Hold on. I need to get my notes up so I can work out who everyone is. Okay, right. Lord, dear. Okay. Why is your dad hot?
That's not Stix's dad.
That one.
Yeah, that's the other human. That's the one that Genevieve's having a thing with.
Oh.
That's Lord Lucas.
Oh, I was going to say.
Lord Leocass is Stix. Sorry, I got my name. That's Lord Lucas. Lord Leocass is.
Hell yeah, get it, Genevieve.
Yeah. So then you've got Lord Celtigar and Lady Celeste.
Oh,
You've got Lucinda and Balgin.
Lucinda is a
Balgin.
bitch,
That's
right?
the two dwarves.
Yeah, those are the dwarves. Then you've got
Pain in the ass, yes.
Lady Bloston and
Lord Bloss. Sorry.
you've got Lady Bloston and Lord Leocass are the two elves.
Yeah,
He's old.
that is like almost exactly what I was imagining Stix's dad to look like as well.
Really?
Like, yeah,
That's
that's
not
sort of
how I was
like
imagining him.
that's sort of like annoyingly handsome
I was
elven
about
dude
to say.
with the mustache and
Still.
stuff like that. Like you know, that kind of thing where he's not
I
like
think
muscular,
you're Arwen.
but you're really quite annoyed that he's handsome. Like at the very least, you could have an ugly,
I did not
Very
pick
Victorian.
like an ugly
handsome.
face personality, but no.
This man
But
owns a workhouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He owns like a lot of bad shit and does a lot of shitty deals and stuff.
He's got money.
Yeah.
Next is the halflings, Waywalkers,
He's a
and
conservative.
Elfias.
I don't have those people down.
No, probably because they
Hold on.
haven't done that much.
I must weigh what?
Waywalk it.
Waywalk. That is the best name I've ever.
Girl or boy?
Female.
Female.
She is.
Halfling? Was that?
Yes. Wait, no.
No.
Sorry.
Yes, they're
Sorry. The halflings are Rosemary and Chip. Rosemary Oaks and Chip Greengrass.
Rosemary Chip
Rosemary, Chip
is
Greengrass.
a halfling.
Rosemary Oaks
Oh
and
shit.
Chip Greengrass.
Sorry. Rosemary what?
Oaks.
Oak halfling.
Yeah.
So
And then it's the halflings.
and then Chip
Chip Greengrass.
Green.
Yes. Then
Link. And then Wocket. Wocket.
yeah. Then you've got Waywocket and Elfias.
Elfias. And Elfias is the man?
Yes.
And he's a
No.
gnome man. So gnome
Waywocket is such a gnome name.
girl.
And then you've got the orcs.
I think I've got orcs.
You've got Bartolomeo
Who?
and Scaldi.
Oh, flippin' heck.
I'll give you these afterwards. How's
Okay,
that?
thank you.
Who
And then you've got the tieflings, Azagrat and Ashika.
who
Oh my lord.
Shanbirds
Her?
and
Yeah.
She's hot.
It was hard to find non-hot tieflings. There's not a lot of non-hot art out there, I will be honest.
She's like,
Alright. Klari will happily save her.
can you send me that?
And trust me, that's some of the more modest art from what's out there
of
for
course.
tieflings.
Yes. Don't look up, for safety of work purposes, do not look up the word tieflings online. I've learned that the fucking hard way.
Yeah, you look up female tiefling and you're just in for a world of things you can't share.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
sharing is caring.
The internet is a horrible, horrible place.
Yeah.
By the things that I'm currently seeing, it's not that horrible.
I remember I was at work once and I was like really bored. It was a really quiet day, so I thought, okay, I'll get ahead of a little bit on D&D prep for what I can do at work, and I'll go on Pinterest and I'll just look up some like images to save for tokens. And I looked up female lich. So all I looked up, female lich, and I had to hide my phone so quick, and my boss was next. Like, what are you looking at?
On your work
Clearly
laptop
just
or something.
No. I was on my phone. Oh no, I'm never looking at that stuff on my work. I hid my phone really, really quick, and my boss just sort of looked over at me and was like, "What are you looking at?" And I was like, "Oh, it just awkward, nerdy stuff." He's like, "Okay."
That makes it sound so much worse.
Yeah, so my boss definitely thought I was looking at porn.
Nerdy
but yeah.
Makes it sound
horrible.
dodgier than.
Mm.
Some of these would have made great pictures for Belladonna if I'd thought about it.
These are so pretty. I wish I looked like them.
What?
Evil.
Even this one that's like
What?
wrinkly and dead.
Yeah, but she's wearing a nice dress that's probably her spooky body, but
Yes. So, the councillors arrive, and everyone sets up and takes their positions. Oh, yes. There is also a number of guards behind. Yeah, not that one.
Lord.
That's not there.
I'll pretend I'm not seeing what I'm. I think you haven't hidden the one.
Yeah, how are you
You're
doing
supposed
this
to be
so
hiding
that
that one.
No.
I can't see what's going on in
Oh,
the
so
back?
something else.
Yes, so that one in the back, that
What's that?
is Thamiel Glace.
The Queen.
Well, she's not a queen.
Oh,
Wait,
isn't she?
which one's that woman there?
No, this one in the back here.
Sorry, we're zoomed in a lot.
Oh.
Oh, of course something bad's gonna happen. She's away from the main group.
She's
Oh,
all the way over
fuck.
there.
She's not a
Oh,
councillor.
oh,
A councillor.
yeah, no, but
She's not
she
allowed. But
no,
she's there.
but she's away from the. Oh, guys, something bad. Oh no. Oh no.
So,
Oh, we're all gonna die.
But
Well, no, we're not all gonna
who's
die.
this?
Huh?
so
Oh yeah, who's this in the tree?
Who's in the tree?
what?
Something I wanted to see. Oh no, it's these guys around the ridge.
Okay, these
We
guys,
just
these
couldn't
guys on the ridge. Right, sorry, we were zoomed in so much
could-
looking at the tokens, we
We
couldn't
could
see
only
anything.
see this guy, and it looks like he's in a tree.
All on his own.
No, there is a group
Honestly,
of
what's
guards
happened is
collected on
me
the
and
ridge.
Klari are on the tree. A lot of guards just appear around the bottom, and we're kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah. And those are the ones that like take up positions. There are more that kind of spread and fan out and kind of start like combing through the forest in places and things like that and taking a wider perimeter. But everyone is assembled. Everyone takes their positions. Councillors are gathered, talking quietly, anxious glances at the surrounding trees and guards. Genevieve looks over, looking around towards your various hiding spots, looking towards you for reassurance. You see her reach down and grasp Lord Lucas's hand.
I feel like I'm third wheeling.
The wind whispers through the trees and birds take flight. Your eyes follow them rising into the air. Klari, a sound in your mind from your sword. You hear a voice just says, "Darkness comes." Then the sound of leathery wings cuts through the murmuring voices, silencing them. Everyone suddenly looking to the sky instead of the road. Diving out of the clouds, a red shape falling like a comet before wings flare, slowing its descent like two enormous plates of ruby lit from behind by the sun. You can see two figures huddled closely on its back. With a heavy thud, the dragon lands and settles itself in front of the councillors. Two figures slide from its back. The first, a tall, purple-skinned tiefling with black horns. He holds out a hand, helping down the slender figure of a woman in a red dress trimmed with fur. A fur-lined mantle drapes her shoulders. As they advance, the council soldiers all draw their weapons. The archers on the cliff draw their bows. "Peace," says Balsam.
Oh, it's Balsam.
"This is a negotiation. I hope we can converse without bloodshed today."
Sorry,
At a
what color was
signal, the dragon sinks to the floor, resting its head lazily on top of its crossed paws. You could mistake it for going to sleep if you didn't see the tiniest glint of its snake-like pupils scanning back and forth across the arrayed forces. Balsam raises a hand again, and the ground around beneath your feet begins to shake. The soldier looses an arrow in fear and it clatters harmlessly off the dirt. Balsam doesn't even turn his head. His focus on the councillors as tiny bones spring forth from the ground behind him, gathering together, forming a throne. It rises up to meet him as he sinks down, lounging into it, turning his glaive and resting it casually across his knees.
Tacky. Was he strapping in for a ride? Pull the lap bar down.
Sorry, what colour was the dragon again?
Red.
Red.
Red is
And
not a good one.
does it look like a normal dragon, or kind of like a dragon that's been sort of somewhat changed by something? You know, like
It's
sort of
like
like
a normal dragon.
Okay, I
Does
wasn't
this
sure.
look like the Hell Crystal lady?
It does not.
Who is this?
Make a history check.
Also, if it's Belladonna, I'm gonna throw hands.
Oh man,
what?
can you imagine?
This. Arwen is probably the best person to see this. As you look, her features are very subtly they're very subtle hints. You can see almost like a patina of scales across her skin. This, you recognize, is the mage Tosi, who you encountered previously
Oh, for goodness
in
sake.
Balsam's camp.
She was a pain in the arse.
Yeah,
I killed her.
You did not.
apparently not. I'm so genuinely have a stomachache.
Didn't she do bad? Wasn't she mean to the dragons?
Which means to a lot of people.
Yeah, I
But
think
She
she
was
was
really
also
mean to
those.
the giants as well, wasn't she?
Yes. Yeah. Tosi, yeah, that was that she did the negotiations with the giants, and she was taking some of them away from their camp, but she was forcing them to like mine and shit.
Yeah, and then we closed their portal to hell.
Yeah, we closed a bunch of portals to hell that opened up in their minds.
Ooh, not her.
Yeah.
Balsam from his throne surveys the council, looking over them. I see you all gathered here, accepting my proposal to meet. This war has been months. For me, it has only cost me time. For you, it has taken friends and family, children, loved ones from many across this land, and all it has done has been bolster me. You can submit to my offer, aid me, and my forces will depart. Those who join me, I will cease my onslaughts against. Those who remain become the focus, and one by one you will fall. You are the great council, speakers for your people. I urge you to do what is best for your people. Join me, and I will bring peace where I have previously brought war.
To his new empire.
My mission, as you know, is to rid this land of fiends. I do not wish this fight to continue. Give me the armies I desire, and I shall go from this land into my campaign in the hell. Otherwise, you will all join that army one by one, whether you like it or not. Go, discuss, debate, but make your decision soon, for if it is not reached quickly, we will be at war once more. At this point, the councillors turn, all gathering together in a huddle and discussing. You hear snatches, voices, a few shouts, some in favour, some are against. Words indistinct to make out. Arwen, you get a somewhat of a sense. Some, and yeah, it seems almost a 50-50 split. Some are in favour, some are against you.
I want you to tell me exactly who is in favour and who is against. If you don't mind. I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine.
But I need to know who I hate.
Okay, so Genevieve, Lucas, Celtigar, Celeste.
All on the good side?
Who else? Yeah.
Okay.
The gnomes also.
Cute.
And
What are you thinking right now? Please tell me the tieflings are on the right side.
If I remember
the
rightly.
orcs.
No.
The orcs. Oh, yeah.
So the
love
orcs, the
them.
humans, the dragonborn, and the gnomes
Are those
are.
the halflings?
Nice gnomes.
Well,
Are all firmly against.
and then,
Others are kind of drawn down the middle.
well, bet she wants to go with Balsam because she's annoying. Bet he does because we don't like him. She can be swayed. I know she can.
I believe.
I can
feel
change
it.
Oh God.
These two look so innocent and sweet.
So, yeah, the discussion.
For Arwen and Klari
I was wrong before. I've checked my labelling. So those two are actually the ones that look innocent and sweet are actually the gnomes, and the halflings are the other two.
Okay. So the sweet ones are the goodies.
So there's debates, there's arguments, there's shouting, there's talks of losses, talks of things. Several times Celtigar takes his enormous great sword with his one hand off his back and kind of stabs it angrily into the dirt and kind of shouts at people.
What a man.
He's Balgan, who is quite a timid individual, he chimes in a lot with the same lines of we must think of the common people over and over again. Seems to be his sort of rhetoric. And
Dwarf. Okay, thank you.
On and on and on it goes. And you begin to understand why the nations of Kavran are often left to decide things for themselves. Because the Council of Kavran cannot decide things. Pretty much every race is there primarily for themselves first and others second. The orcs are, well, not in favour, but Scaldi is aggressive and confrontational. Bartolomeo seems to be the opposite. He seems to be eager to avoid a confrontation. But it goes on, and the guards seem to be getting restless. Balsam is seemingly unfazed. You'd almost mistake him for being asleep. But the debates rage back and forth. Yar?
If I look over at Purple Lady,
Yeah.
what does she look like? What's her?
Lady Samuel Glace?
That's the one.
She is
She's
stood
smiling.
there. She's kind of leaning sort of back against the rock, it seems, in a seemingly casual manner. You can make an insight check if you wish.
I'd like to. I don't know. I don't trust
Yeah.
her. 15. It's not great, but
15.
It's a feeling that the people don't accept this offer. About to get chopped up right now.
not if I chop them first.
There's a lot of guards
I was
around
thinking
here.
it's kind of stupid they agreed to
She's
this because
kind of hard to read. She just looks relaxed, sort of leaning against the rock. And two guards sort of either side have, kind of taken off their helms and are kind of just having a discussion. The guards around generally seem relaxed, but this discussion, this debate goes on, and a consensus doesn't seem to be being reached. Eventually, after an hour of this discussion, Balsam rises to his feet. His bone throne falls.
Bone thrown.
Why must you ruin everything I say and turn it into a childish joke, madam?
Bone thrown.
His throne of bones?
That's better.
His throne of bones
Instead of
falls
a
to
throne.
pieces as he
Oh,
rises. Yes. Enough.
bro.
I grow weary. It is evidence that you cannot reach a conclusion. This great council, as you call yourselves, cannot decide anything. Each nation should be left to decide for itself. You are worthless, as I have been informed. At this point, he kind of turns his head, lifting his eyes. Lady Glace.
Oh, bitch.
Hate them.
She's.
At which point, all the archers draw their bows, but instead of pointing at Balsam, they turn and point at the council. The guards in front ready their weapons, and they turn towards the council.
Oh. Are we doing initiative or are we ending the session? This feels like a cliffhanger or a let's go.
So, Lord Celtigar is the first to react. With a fighter's prowess, he brings his greatsword over his shoulder, cleaving the head from a guard in a single stroke. Before he can raise a second one, an arcane word is shouted from Tosik beside Balsam, and he freezes.
That's fine. Like fine freeze? Like still alive?
He freezes like mid-stroke.
But he's alive.
He looks like it.
Okay, that's fine then.
At this, there is a roar. Not a shout, a roar, and Celeste shifts. She changes.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Transforms.
Into Piper! No. What?
Taking on a draconic form.
Louis.
Transforming into a blue dragon.
Blue.
As she does so, the red dragon rises to its feet, stepping up over. It opens its maw and breathes fire. She wraps one of her wings around, shielding the council from this inferno. And as the smoke clears, she whips her wing back, batting it away.
Wait, I'm
With a
confused.
draconic voice, she roars out, "You have to do better than that, young pup." And there is a deep reply. "Come and get me.
I'm confused. I thought she was bad.
You've grown slow and weak in your council
The blue head
dotage."
lady.
Sorry.
And the two dragons launch into the air against each other.
What if it was 4 dragons? Where'd she go?
They take flight, beginning to do battle.
Oh, I know. If she dies,
Does it look like the people that are gonna shoot are actually gonna shoot?
Yeah, they are a big an issue.
Well,
Because
that is the point we are going to end.
But I really want to do something.
I
yeah,
know, but
I've
we've
got a
been
thing
doing
I
this
can
for.
do.
We started late and we've run over what we normally do as well. So
Yeah,
it feels like a poignant moment. Unless everyone's really determined and wants to do a round of combat.
I would love to, but I'm also up in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But for next time, someone remind me of Arcane Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I can get most, if not all, of. Well, I can open up an Arcane Gate that the councillors can go through.
I'm gonna put a
If
wall of
they're
fire
taking
over the archers' faces.
very far away. But yes, that is probably.
Don't reveal all your exciting plans.
I'm so excited.
Well, I am excited too. Hopefully, it won't be as long as last time. And we can
Hopefully.
launch straight into this epic confrontation.